All right, everybody, we are back with Super D&D Season 5, Episode 11.
Oh yeah!
Hippos!
Enthusiasm.
Hippo! Let's freaking go.
But really quickly before we get into it, and before we get into our art montage, Caroline, Muggles have some announcements.
안녕하세요. We're here to announce that Chapter 4, or I should say Episode 4, of Super D&D on Webtoons Canvas has been posted. Please read it right now.
Misfits and Monsters.
Spoiler, not spoiler. We roll initiative for the first time. Whoa! You guys should definitely check it out.
Nice. As it,
Wait. Oh wait, can I do the teaser of the next episode?
if you want to.
Okay, because I did it last time, so I'm gonna keep this a habit. Look forward to in 2 weeks' time, Chapter 5 or Episode 5, Precognition. See you then.
All right. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Muggles. Enjoy the art montage. I'll be back to start D&D in just a little bit.
Oh yeah!
Bad.
I didn't mean to be rude.
Jesus.
My name is Jonathan.
How you get in my house?
Okay, I'll tell you, but you gotta promise not to get mad. I took your doorknob off.
Get out of my house!
I told you not to get mad. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to be rude. My name is Jonathan.
How you get in my house?
Okay, I'll tell you, but you gotta promise not to get mad. I took your doorknob off.
Get out of my house!
I told you not to get mad.
All right, everybody, we are back for episode 11 of Super D&D, season 5, episode 11, Conflicting Desire. It is June 11th, around noon, or if you're in Southern Windell, it's around 5 p.m. So, that being said, last time, they had a little bit of time getting Zoe home from the evening with Soup. Ashley suggests some interesting methods of getting her there by like having Ian run as fast as he can with Zoe. Everybody does get a chance to sleep though and get home and rested, and then that puts us from June 10th to June 11th. People start getting up in the morning, but right before bed, Mop does try to connect with the celestial side of himself before, but doesn't quite complete the way he wants it to, just like last time. Early in the morning, Cortez does meet with the Silver Lady to discuss and show the Gabrielle's bullet, I guess, as well as talk a little bit about Wrath and the various projects the Silver Lady has going on while tests are being run on the bullet. Shows the medals and some blueprints from Karana, as well as Cortez does try to combine some of the medals together. Ian and Ashley also wake up, and when they're awake, realize that Zoe is also awake and goes to check on Zoe. Ashley decides to calm from bad dreams and doesn't come back until much, much later. Ian gets a little concerned, kind of, and goes over and just checks on Ashley. And Ashley says Zoe saw something and was a little concerned and didn't want to leave. Arya and Mop also wake up, with Mop eventually being loud. And Zoe does get back to sleep from Ashley for a little bit until Mop wakes up Jeffrey, Zoe, and Athena. Jeffrey gets up and eats breakfast quickly and starts fixing his car. And Mop and Ian head to meet their hero teams that they had finalized the night before with Soup. And then Athena, Arya, Ashley, and Zoe wait for Minerva for another bit of a visit, as she's working with her yet again. Cortez talks to Athena about the Gabrielle bullet, and Athena tries to decipher the Book of Shadows a bit more. Ian meets with his team, which is Katie Yukio, Shattered, Gail Murdoch, and Gail Murdoch as well. Also, I did look back at my notes, and I had to redact a little bit of what I said about Gail Murdoch. They don't necessarily have flight, strength, resistance, and teleportation. What they do have, on the other hand, I will just imagine in your minds if that's what they said before. Gail Murdoch has some manipulation over fear, and they said that they were tough. So, Mop also meets his team, Serpent from Sungyong, and Hungering Beast, who's definitely the most individual with the most manners. Jeffrey returns with car parts that he had taken from various different cars around, and he fixes his car with the help of Anarugi. After that, and after the meeting with Minerva and Zoe, Arya and Ashley go to find Queen Rose. They get to her house in Karana, realizing it's around 3 in the morning, and there's only one light on at the moment. There's no one home, and no one answers, until eventually they connect to a cleaning lady man and says that Queen Rose is no longer in Karana because he's one of the cleaning crews that comes in when the house is inoccupied. They get Minerva to come back one more time and appear in Southern Windell. However, before we go to Southern Windell, in the meantime, everybody else, it's around noon. Mop and Ian, you had just finished with your meeting of the team, or you at least you've kind of met everybody and talked with everyone for a moment. Hungry Beast kind of wandering around and stalking or observing the other competition. Is there anything the two of you are going to do while there?
Good talk, Steiner.
I was gonna just say he's gonna go find have me and Ian Mop and Ian met up again, or are they still not?
You could go find each other if you like.
I feel like I feel like they'd kind of probably meet each other once they met up.
Okay. You guys find each other after a little bit, after meeting with your teams for a bit. Gail Murdoch does go to bed after their shift.
For Gail Murdoch.
Okay, so we've met up, and
Yep.
Ian will be like, "Hey,
Hey, how's your team?
better than your team." But you didn't see that one coming.
Well, I mean, mine's a bit of work. I mean, two of them are great. One of them just seems to be going to be taking this too seriously.
You hear from like not that far away from you. Like he's like sneaking by you.
Sorry, no, you're doing great.
I know. He
Keeps stalking.
observing.
That
He like blows his nose on his sleeve. He like, keeps walking.
you need to.
Ian's just like gives you like a nod, like, "Yeah."
He's great. He's great.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's gonna be stressful, but
Listen, it's all just for fun, you know.
that's what I was thinking. But I ran into Cowardly, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna squish you."
That's just friendly banter. Wait, you
That's
said
not-
cowardly,
no.
didn't you?
It was Cowardly.
You better watch yourself.
I think I'm gonna die.
Oh, please. We've survived much worse.
Yeah, but I was taking it seriously then. Like, my guard's gonna be down, and then Cowardly's just gonna show up and just kind of like,
Okay, you're in a fight club. You shouldn't be letting your guard down, but you know, I get what
if
you
I do
mean.
something funny.
I mean, I'm counting on it. Listen, we don't have to be the best there. All right, we're just here for fun. Here to style on everyone.
That is true. We'll just have to show them how it's done
Oh yeah,
with fun.
yeah. Let's go with fun. You want to place a
Well-
bet on who's gonna have the most stylish clays?
Oh, man. I mean, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's got some pretty wet.
What do you? What's one stylish thing Jeffrey's done in the past forever?
He lifted a boat.
That's not stylish. That's just cool.
That's pretty stylish.
It's not stylish.
All right. Tell me how you would lift a boat.
Like with
Ex-
style.
Yeah, with style, with your classic Ian charm.
Well, I can tell you, I wouldn't do it the way Jeffrey did it, because that wasn't stylish.
Well, you don't have magnetism powers.
How do you know?
Try
You know,
to
I
do
haven't. How do you know I
boat
haven't
magnet.
developed them in the past 4 seconds?
I mean, you can probably turn into a magnet, but you can't be a magnetism like god.
How do you know?
Jeff.
How do you know I haven't been taking lessons from Jeffrey?
All right, big man. Give it your best shot.
No. Why would I do that?
Because you don't have it.
How do you know?
Because I know.
You see, as
No.
you guys are talking, a crowd is kind of like half walking over, waiting to see if something's gonna happen. They're all looking at Ian like, he's gonna do magnetism.
Oh, tell him.
Oh, now the whole crew, now the like bunch of people are waiting to see you do magnetism. You can't just not do it.
I can actually.
But your fans, look at all of them. They're so interested.
That's cool and all, but
Oh,
You
look,
know.
Chad is right there. He's recording. I'm making that
he's
up.
always recording though.
He's recording himself.
That's also true. All right, well, I tried. Guess you're just not cool enough.
They all walk away.
Hey, everybody's just
I mean, how would you lift a boat?
with my muscles.
Yeah, where are they, by the way? I'm looking.
They're there. Just not
Are they?
looking hard enough.
I'm looking pretty hard. I just you look a little small.
I could turn into it right now if you.
Could you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You've been a little I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Now I just feel like I feel like a dork if I now do it. So if I turn into the mop now, that just means that you win.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not gonna do it. I
Okay.
know these games. I know how to play these games.
Yeah, wow, you really just can't do it. That's cool. You'll get better one day, my man.
Yeah.
I know, it was
Will
pretty
do
rough
with
on you.
your magnetism.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I've been practicing.
Sure you have.
I have.
All right.
Okay.
You want to get some like donuts or something? Like
Oh, yes, let's get donuts.
So
All right,
they
let's go.
leave to go get more donuts after they had eaten the 5 dozen yesterday and the day before
Yeah, but
that.
they'll be our donuts.
Roll me an investigation, one of you with advantage, or both of you separately. To see if you can find an open donut place.
An open donut place. Investigation?
Yeah. Okay. Advantage of 35. You see Ian
think we
does
find
a
one.
quick Google search, looks around. He finds that there are no open donut places, but he finds that there are 2 dozen boxes of donuts left at like the main co-op where all like the food and clothing that he'd picked up before is at. They're just sitting on a table not quite near the merch, so you're not sure if they're like people are allowed to take this one or not, or if it's just like some of the staff got some donuts. Nobody's really watching it either.
Huh. It's so tempting.
Mop, you see the donuts also, and you see Ian eyeing them. You're not sure if they belong to someone or not.
I mean, they're
I mean,
just
they
sitting.
They don't have anybody's name on it, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I can just grab 1 or 2.
Yeah. We can just grab a few, you know. We don't want to steal the donuts, but like,
Right,
you know, they're
right.
just there. I imagine that they just kind of look at each other and then they just slowly like creep their way over.
Shift their way over.
Grab some donuts and then just creep their way out.
As you grab the donuts and you're like grabbing a couple, and then you see like there's a staff worker. It's like, oh hi guys.
Hey!
Hey!
Cool.
Shut up.
Guys having some donuts?
Yep.
You mind to pass me a glaze?
Sure.
Yeah, no glaze. Anything I can help you with, or you guys just kind of hanging out?
You know, we're just hanging out.
Chilling.
Gotcha. It's nice of them to send heroes to come help out every once in a while. Really helps with morale, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gotta keep the morale up.
Yeah. So are you guys here to help move some of the bigger boxes?
Yes.
Of course. Yep.
All right, awesome.
Why wouldn't we be?
When you're done with your
Not
donuts,
here for the donuts.
when you're done with your donuts, there's a truck over this way.
Got
Alright.
it.
So after you guys have your donuts and she walks away, do you guys go help or do you guys leave?
No. We're heroes.
Okay.
Good lord.
The things we do for donuts.
Okay, so you just go over it. It takes you guys between the two of you. Like even Steiner in his Steiner form is is helpful enough if you wanted to be.
I hate to cut this short, but I think I'm burning my fries right now, so I have to leave.
Okay, gotcha.
You were making fries this whole time, Ian? Goodness.
Listen, I forgot.
At home, you left the stove on, the oven on. Anyway, Moppity and do manage to move the few boxes that they have, which is mostly just clothes and like some grains and easily like stored foods that they're bringing out. And then
They're gonna be home late.
well, it's by the time they're done, it's like 1. But in the meantime, everybody back at the house, which I believe at this point is still Jeffrey. Cortez, I believe, is back now with Athena. Yeah, everybody's there except for Ian and Mop, Ashley, and Arya. So Ambrose, Athena, Zoe, Jeffrey, and Arugi is still there at the moment. Seamus is not.
I'm having a weird craving for donuts. I'm gonna check Moogle, see.
I don't have donuts.
Your phone tells you. I don't have donuts. No.
No, instead of cookies, we actually have donuts, though.
Nice. Okay. So what are you guys doing at the house?
I guess not much. I'm happy with my car, so I'm just gonna browse the news, check out what's going on in the world.
Gotcha.
Go
ahead.
I haven't really had much time to have like a nice, good eavesdropping day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like head to like the roof or something.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sit down and listen to everything.
Okay. Go ahead and
I
roll me
want the deets.
Go ahead and roll me
Helping
your
hand.
Elvenir.
Arbale Stalker.
While he's listening, Cortez is just stalking a child, and just being with Athena.
Mm-hmm.
No, why was my sheet on edit purple?
I don't know. I haven't touched your sheet in a long time.
What'd you do?
Deleted your one period out of your sentence.
Why is it to self purple?
Why do I need it on self?
I don't know.
Gotcha. Oof. Not the best roll for you, but still a 59.
I mean, my self rolls were 62 and 72.
I'll let you keep.
Oh, 62 and 70. It came through for me. I was like, what do you mean you went to self? I see it, and then I remember I have your sheet.
Moogles must have been editing your sheet then.
I did.
What were you doing on my sheet?
Regardless, though, I will let you keep the 62 then. For what you hear, kind of sitting up there, there's a bit of a breeze that does cut through some of the details on the further away sounds. You're trying not to get overwhelmed and push around those sounds. You do push outwards further and further, and the city is quiet in comparison. Like, there's occasional car moving, but there's not. Most of the buildings, for the first time Ambrose has ever heard being in this city for the most part, at least since before Hell, which seems like a lifetime ago. It's quiet. He hears more birds and animals moving around the city than humans even. Rats scurrying, bugs crawling, birds flying, pigeons.
No.
Yes, pigeons.
No.
But there's also a grouping of people at like the main co-op area, which you kind of all know about at this point, where clothes and various different supplies are given to people that are still in the city or forced to remain in the city for the time being, with nothing else being open. But even those numbers are dwindling, as it's already a couple weeks into June at this point. You push further and further outwards until you feel the beaches of the slight waves coming into the island that is Arbale City. You push further and further out. And with the 62, you pick up a couple familiar voices as best you can at that such large of a distance. You sense Ian and Mop talking something about donuts and moving about and debating whether or not they're going to take some donuts. You think it's hard to tell exact details, but you also hear the General and Thalia talking about Thalia seeming to be concerned of how fortified and how organized everything is, whether the validity or reasoning behind the Fight Club is actually worth it. the general doing a lot of reassuring and more pointing out the facts and things that they already agreed to and the benefits that they provide. Well, Thalia being the more pessimistic one and pointing out all the flaws and cons of doing the things that they've done. Thalia also doing a lot of coughing, as much as you haven't seen her cough, seemingly in the idea of being in private. She's still coughing quite a bit. You also think you hear kind of a whisper, kind of on the northern edge of the city, a little bit past actually the river on the other bank. It's almost not so much a noise, is more of a feeling of a sound, if that makes sense. Kind of rattling your eardrums, almost the same way it did in Elias Morose's Industry Deep Underground.
Vibration.
It's like a vibration in the eardrums without any actual vibrations happening. Like a rolling thunder that doesn't stop, and then it gets louder as you theoretically approach it. And then there's this burst of sound, like a firecracker going off in your ear in real life. But no pain, just a surprise more than anything. And then it's gone.
I want to astral project over there.
All right. Roll me a faith or religion, please.
All right. Give me a second to find it. Okay, faith is not good. Religion. What is my religion?
Religion should be your better one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. 26. You see that? You bounce over there. You're not sure how long this one will hold, especially because of the weird sense of energy that seems to be buzzing around the area. But you see in front of you, the first thing you noticed from the back is the striking and very iconic tall and thin form of Karyobasi. Standing in his black suit, his hair pulled back, his dreads kind of behind his back. In front of him, you can just make out what seems to be the remnants of some kind of circle drawn in various dust on the ground. It seems to be charring and glowing in a rainbow of colors. Blues and greens and golds and cyans. Karyobasi seems to just kind of kick a bit of the dirt over one of them, turn and walk back towards where there's a car, and then it fades.
Interesting. They're really up to something. All right, I'm gonna go find Athena then.
Okay. In the meantime, Jeffrey, you had been looking up the news, kind of just sitting, finding a comfy spot for once, having a day to almost relax in a sense after the morning of car work. You see that the news is kind of as it's been. More and more people are leaving the city. There's a lot of news on the MOP rally that went before. There's some news stations that have always hated MOP, calling it horrible fiasco and things like that. But the ones that are more honest have always been like, MOP and his team handles overcrowded meetings successfully and things like that, or well-managed team helps the heroes succeed was one of the headlines and things like that. And just MOP's honesty prevails again was one of the other ones. As you see a lot of protests and things like that were kind of against having to leave the city, whether dumb or not. MOP seemed to have dwindled those numbers after that rally by quite a bit. So that was the main bits of news, and there is a bunch of articles and clips of the new hero KO, or Jeffrey immediately knows as Karyobasi, in kind of this boxer-like hero suit, but that really extremely displays his tattoos and things off as well, as he is not doing the most flashy things with not that many criminals in the city. And Jeffrey could roll an insight if you'd like.
He would like to roll an insight. That meaning I'm going to make him roll an insight. Hey, that's good for me.
Yeah, 15, not bad. Jeffrey kind of scratches his beard a little bit at it, looking at them and kind of knowing what has been going on in the city. While some of them definitely do look legitimate, like him helping out in various different avenues of like helping when the natural disasters happened and things like that, but also just doing a good job being a protector around like staff and things like that. But it seems like a couple of the things where he's supposedly had stopped various different groups of people from like robbing something or hurting someone. Some of those look like a little staged, very well staged, but Jeffrey's like, I don't think that happened within the last couple days. I don't remember anything. Thalia didn't say nothing either. But you'd have to probably talk with Thalia or someone else.
He'll just take a mental note of that and start kind of mindlessly flipping through channels.
Gotcha. Yeah. He enjoys his time there, and you eventually see Ambrose kind of walk up the stairs. Or not walk up the stairs, come down from inside out of the roof. And then walk towards Athena, crossing your path in the process. You don't have to say anything if you don't wish, but...
So, KO making a name for himself.
Who?
It's Kari's new, alter ego, superhero type deal.
If I'm being honest, I didn't even know he had one.
Yeah, well, I'm not really convinced that he needs one, and I don't know what his plan is with it, but, what are you up to?
Speaking of Kari, I was just sort of listening about the city and saw him. There was some sound that was more of a feeling. I don't know. It came from the beach, and he had drawn some weird symbol into the sand. I just want to see if it means anything to Athena.
Huh. Well, good luck with that. If you need something punched, you can always ask me.
Thanks. And he'll proceed to Athena.
You proceed to find Athena. She had finished reading over the book not that long ago, and had finished up lunch before she was probably going to do something else, whether talk with Cortez or with Zoe. But Zoe and Cortez are both nearby for where Athena is sitting, as she is probably in contemplation of what she was going to do next. But you do find her.
Yeah, Athena.
Hmm.
Have you been keeping tabs on Kari by any chance?
No, I believe that was Ashley more than anyone else.
Where
Why?
is she?
Actually, Seamus? Come on, guys. We had a whole arc.
Yeah, Ashley was the last person to talk with him, yes. Seamus was the person that you had
Right.
known was spying on both
Yes.
of Kari, but you haven't heard from Seamus for the last day or so.
Let me reframe then. Instead of Ashley, Seamus was keeping tabs on those two. Why?
I found him on the beach drawing some weird symbol in the sand. I was wondering if you might have known anything about it.
Do you mean like... Do you mean by a symbol? Do you mind if I look?
Go
ahead. Can I look through his hearing to see what he heard?
Well, he hasn't rejected that part.
I know.
You can look into my memory to see what I saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, look into his memory.
Can I see through his hearing?
It just goes up into his ears. Like,
Listen.
Yes. Yes, lots of earwax in here.
He was like, can I eavesdrop on things? And then I forgot that he astral projected, so I was like, he just heard him drawing a symbol? Nani, the fuck?
You see that you pull out the memory from Ambrose of what he briefly saw within about 6 to 8 seconds of Kari standing there, and then the fading circle that Athena would know is what has been drawn in the book Maybe not in the same way, as it's hard to tell that it's fading. But the bright colors and things like that definitely reminds Athena of what the book said about a sigil, which are used in various different ways. From what Athena has been able to glean, sigils are using for summoning, for points of power, for teleportation, for protection, lots of different things.
Gotcha. Well, from what I saw, and from what I understand from Ceres's book, that would be a sigil. It's used in a plethora of different ways. So depending on how Kari was using it, she kind of shrugs her shoulders. I don't know.
The book didn't say anything about what that sigil meant.
Can I? She's gonna like look to the book, sigh, and be like, I can try and decipher it, but it will take a while for me to know exactly what he was doing. I was barely able to glean anything about angels, celestials.
No, that's fine. Just keep an eye out for Kari in case he's trying to do anything else.
She nods. I would relay that to Ashley, as that is her relations, and then when Seamus gets back, maybe he'll know a bit more.
Where is Ashley?
Would I know where Ashley went? Oh yeah, no, I would.
That we were going to Karana.
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, I just couldn't remember because my brain died.
Karana, Queen Rose.
Kawana.
Check in.
Kawana.
Yeah.
Ashley and Arya went to go check on Queen Rose and Karana. So they are on the other side of the world at the moment.
Alright. Thanks for the help. And he'll start heading back up to the roof to sort of try and hone a little bit more on Kari, but still just listen for any general commotion.
Alright, go ahead and roll another Elvenir.
I'm gonna slap this bad boy in here too.
Okay. There you go, 73. So,
Hey-ho.
as you're kind of weaving through and towards, you see that he is currently in the car, driving kind of back towards where his office must be, heading towards one of the bridges, kind of feeling and almost seeing in a way, as he's just kind of there. He's not doing anything particular, just kind of sitting there, contemplative. His expression still hard to read, despite him being at a more relaxed state in comparison to when he's in front of company. But he sits there and you watch him for a bit. We'll maybe get back to that more a little bit later. But in the meantime, Ashley, Arya, you are now in Southern Windell. If both of you could make a history check to see how much you remember of where you guys are.
What do you mean?
It's like knowing specifically where you are.
Oh, okay. Can I avoid the history check so that I can keep concentration on my ping on Queen Rose?
Okay. I mean, it's not going to change anything if you want to roll it, but...
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're concentrating on history to find that. Just like, do you know? This is what your character passively knows. History, because you haven't been here before. Okay, Arya doesn't know where you are. Arya's like, we're in Southern Windell because that's where we said we were going to go. But you are currently in the not capital city, but one of the largest cities in Southern Windell, being Fable. Ashley would know just of Fable a little bit because of the fact that it's one of the more updated in like with modern architecture and city planning because it burned down in 2089. Most of it. and then they redesigned the theme, like the city, to fit the theme of the name, and everything is very bright and colorful. Lots of like well-designed streets.
Ambrose has some history here, may or may not, so I might have heard a bitter thing or two, but I don't think she would know a ton.
Maybe. Yeah, like just the stuff that you know is just that it's supposed to be a very like well-designed and nice, colorful city full of expression and things like that. And being around dinner time, it's a very alive and bustling main street that kind of winds up like kind of a slight hill here, and there's large buildings of various different architecture, not just like the square boxy buildings that are familiar in both Karana and Arbale, but a lot of them are like bend and spin and have different unique shapes as you are off in the kind of slightly cloudy evening of Southern Windell and Fable.
So that's all Ashley says.
It's pretty.
You see a bunch of cars go by on this main 16-road highway, 8 on each side. As it kind of weaves through with various different trees. But kind of looking at the trees in general, they're not just like green-leaved trees or even, cherry blossom trees, but there are greens and blues and reds and yellows and oranges that kind of make up this repeating rainbow-like pattern as it goes down to the main boulevard.
Nice. Where am I feeling Queen Rose's?
You're feeling the tug a little bit more downtown, but kind of like to the left of the downtown area that you can kind of see in the distance.
Okay. We'll just go over here. I'm not sure where, but we definitely have to go into the city.
Okay.
All right. So this is like Ashley will eventually find where she needs to go regardless, but if both of you could roll an investigation check to see how well you can navigate the city regardless of having a way to point towards. Okay.
I don't want to roll that.
Arya's a little bit better at reading signs and things like that, despite them all being in.
Ashley keeps jumping over things and then being like, okay, fine, we can fucking walk. It's just, I don't get what this means.
Ashley like jumping towards things and things like that, but it kind of like the city is not really laid out well for that kind of travel for the most part, and Ashley's getting in the way of traffic, and the automatic cars are having to stop, and their horns are beeping.
Fucking sorry. Okay. What does that sign even mean? I don't know. I thought it was going that way, but it's actually going that way.
So translation right below it, Ashley.
I know that, but that's too much fucking work. I just want to go.
You see that as Ashley's doing that, people are kind of giving looks, kind of some people recognizing Ashley first more than anything, and then realizing by association that Arya must be voice vixen too. And you see that there are a couple people that walk up to you guys, and a couple of them, not in the best English, will kind of ask you like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" That's like the first thing people ask.
Oh, we're really busy right now. Sorry, we gotta go.
You see they only half get the conversation. They just hand out their phone towards you,
important meeting.
No, you know what? Here, I'm gonna take the phone, but I'm gonna put it into Google Translate so I can have we try our best. I just put the word sorry on duty. There we go.
And then sorry.
They
sorry.
nod.
I do give a bow.
Those people kind of nod. They look a little strange at the bow and half bow back, and then you walk like a couple steps.
I'm not bowing. I'm just.
Well, Arya.
I am.
Arya did. And then you see like you walk like 30 more feet, another group walks up to you.
All right,
Arya,
we gotta.
Boy, that's like.
I'm done with these.
Wraps her arm around Ashley's legs in a hug.
Oh God, I'm busy.
And you see the woman comes over and is like, "I'm so sorry, I'm here," and takes his hand and walks away.
It's okay, thank you.
She
Great to
seems
see you,
really
little bug.
She's crying as she's taken away. He's like 4, but recognized Ashley regardless. You see that there's like a mob of people now that are like.
No, Arya, we gotta fly, Arya.
I'm gonna just hold out my hand.
Yeah, I turn into a fucking bottle.
Yeah, I'll take the bottle, give a bow to everybody as like an I'm sorry bow, and then fly away.
They seem a little confused at the bow, but like some clap as you fly off, and it's like, I don't know, is this a performance? As you
Oh my god.
You see, you kind of get an overview of the city that you couldn't really see before. That most of the buildings are made up of like of stone or some kind of material that reminds you of stone, but it's kind of has a very, very non-perceptible, unless you have this great aerial view, of like a gradient color, as well as height that kind of reminds you of like a ripple going out from the main tall buildings of the downtown, starting in this kind of like just faint red, and then to an orange, and then to a green, or then to yellow, then green, just kind of like until the outskirts of the buildings go to like this dark indigo and violet. It's actually very, very pretty of a city, and it's impressive how much in planning probably had gone into this.
Actually, can you see this?
The bottle goes.
Shake for once. Shake once for yes. Shake twice for no.
She shakes it once.
Nice. Okay. So she
So
can.
pretty.
She shakes it once again.
Okay, so now Arya's up in the air. Ashley knows where to go, but Arya does not.
I keep flying straight.
and then you.
Okay, I stop like mid-air, like
Yes.
She shakes it twice. I guess that's no.
No. Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna point like I'm gonna do north, south, east, west, and I'm gonna north.
Are you pointing with the bottle?
Yeah, I'm like I'm.
Okay,
so I
that's
think this is like where your front is. Like I'm staring, so I'm just like pointing ahead and be like,
okay,
She
north,
shakes it no. No.
south,
No.
east,
No.
west.
She stops. Like as if she's like giving you the. What do you fuck you think?
Over here.
Is it not west?
Northeast.
It's not a specific cardinal direction.
Oh my god. She can't. Ashley's just gonna get out of the bottle and start falling.
I was like, I'm going to throw you up. Oh no, Ashley!
This way.
Ashley like lands, rolls, and the people are like, hey! You see that you cross over this kind of
shotting.
You cross over this bridge that goes over this kind of small river. Ashley kind of running across it, Arya flying to keep up, until it kind of opens up and you can see the main downtown. And you can see that opens up to a very large bay that kind of goes at like that little corner. Like I'll ping on the map. It's really hard to see in this, but like you're generally like right on this little inlet here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like right on the coast of that, and you see that it kind of the city fans out around behind it, and you see that Ashley is heading towards the downtown but veering off, and you see that as you kind of veer off away from the main roads, a lot of the traffic kind of disappears. Like there's occasional cars, but it seems like those cars are all heading towards the main network of roads, and a lot of people give way to walking or biking or even some rollerblading and things
more
like
like
that.
the countryside type area.
It's not so much
or-
countryside. It's still all very much a built-up city. It just seems like this style of city planning, as soon as you leave the main areas that are for tourism and traffic and things like that and shipping of like larger trucks, it kind of just gives way to more of the ability to walk or bike or even some carts. You see that like some of them have like these self-propelled like small little vehicles or mopeds and like things like that that are kind of going around.
So you have wings, Arya.
I just really, it's easier than a car.
So
I'm gonna
are
do
wings.
something.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm gonna just really quickly. This is mostly I'm gonna take a picture of the bay, and and I'm just gonna save it later so I can show Jacob when I get home.
Look at this good body of water. Don't you like that? This
It looks
fucking
so
good body
clean.
of water.
So as you kind of go forward, you see that there is Côte de Lune. Côte de Lune is what the main seemingly like metal spelled out district.
Côte de Lune?
Like kind of in like wrought iron fence work, kind of like an arch over the main area. It seems like there are a bunch of different districts, and you're entering whatever Côte de Lune is.
Bro, we should have brought
That's a new
Ambrose. He
district.
understands this language, doesn't he?
Right?
He knows French, doesn't he? God damn
We're in
it.
the window though, so that's not our fault.
That's true. You do know French!
Yeah, no, he does, because he thought he was of French descent before he figured out he was a clone.
He's from clone descent.
Like a loser.
This is a pretty place.
Colette?
It has like
The
it
loony?
also has a notation above the
No.
O and the E in COTE.
Oh.
C-O-T-E.
No.
I'm gonna
I
take a
think
picture.
Sadie has
of
an
this
aversion to
sign.
learning other languages. Huh? What?
I'm gonna take a picture of the sign and I'm gonna send it to Ambrose.
Ambrose, while you're sitting on the roof, you just
Hey,
get
how do you say this?
With the picture
What is
of
the
the
triangle above? Okay, wait, no, we're wasting time.
I'll
We're wasting
respond.
Here,
Where are you?
Oh, Suzuna.
Wait, let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie. We take a selfie and we send it to Ambrose. In the middle of Paris.
I'll let you know when we know how to pronounce it.
Okay. Hold up.
Dude, French is so hard to say though.
100%. You should see the DMs Moogles just sent me.
Je suis désolé. Je suis désolé.
Be sweet.
Je suis.
Ashley
Oh.
doesn't know.
I'll respond to them and be like, it says Moonside. You're in the upper class medical district.
This is your kind of space. Oh, send him that. Send him
Awesome.
that. Yeah.
Okay, Ashley says this is your kind of space, smiley face.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna continue our investigation.
Before they continue looking at the photo, can I just portal to them?
Not from the photo.
Not through a photo. All right,
You
that's
can't go through a photo, but Ambrose knows
You're not there yet.
He could
More level up.
video call them.
no, it's fine. It would have just been funny.
Surprise! Wait.
Yeah, not through a photo because it's not a live feed, unfortunately. But you see that as they continue through, and Ashley's feeling that pull, and you see that you are over at. You find the next place, which seems to be Ambroise Cabriole Mental Hospital.
And what?
Can you see that in not Silver Lady?
No.
I'm taking. Does it spell exactly like someone's name? Can I
Not
just?
quite.
There we go.
Damn it.
Ambrose. Oh my god, we gotta take another picture. Oh my god, no. Let's call him. This is not meta. Let's call him and then do like a slow pan up to the title of the hospital and then show him the name of
So
the
Ambrose
hospital.
is sitting there peacefully focusing it again, and you hear a
It's a video call from Ari.
I'll answer it.
It's like you know how like Jeffrey did like the whole like doesn't know how to use a video camera, so it's nostrils up type of thing. It's almost like that, but it's almost done that on purpose to hide everything.
Hi,
Oh my god.
Ambrose.
Ambrose.
We
Guess
found
what?
something funny.
We did. Okay, show him.
Okay.
I'm gonna pan up to the hospital name.
You see little Ashley head pop up, pointing with a big smiley face.
You have the hospital.
All right, now I'm a portal to them.
You see that as you're like showing it. You see that like from the camera, just on the walls, a rift opens, and Ambrose steps out.
Hey! Okay, wait. Can you bring
goodness.
Anarugi, please? We need Anarugi.
I'm already here.
Yeah. Well.
I
It
can't
would
go
be
back without
rude.
having
It
to
would
call
be
somebody.
rude.
God. Well, no, I do need Anarugi.
But Minerva's on the ready whenever we ask her to bring
Oh,
Anarugi.
I forgot. We asked her to bring him. Yeah. Never mind. We're good.
When Jeffrey gives me the text that they're all good.
Which he hasn't done.
Jeffrey's finished for sure.
Ambrose,
He's probably forgot, yeah, but you know,
Ambrose, did you want to stick with
I
us?
trust him.
We think we narrowed it down, but I don't want it to be like too crazy and like you're like calm and meditative.
I'm looking around. I'll be like, I thought you were seeing Queen Rose. What are you doing here?
We are.
He apparently left Piranha,
Yes, she left Karana. Now she's
and I
here,
feel
I think.
like she's here.
Yeah.
Like,
That
feel
blood connection.
something like
That sounds weird.
that. No, that's kind of accurate.
It is accurate.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's like you guys made a blood pact, so that's how you're able to know her blood.
It's kind of
Oh.
like it. Yeah.
I figured you should
my
probably
God,
have
does
somebody
Alright
that
even
speaks
think?
the language here.
That'd be so helpful. Oh my
We
God.
had
Before
to
we walk-
fly away
Before we
from a
walk
lot of
into
people.
this hospital confidently, we probably should have someone who knows French. You're absolutely right. Or Wendell, Southern Wendell.
I'm just gonna keep saying French because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
keep saying.
The
Oh,
way
French.
what they call it, the language they call it Swin, because Southern Wendelian.
Swin. Oh, that's so
Sweet. It's cute. I like that. I
That
like
is
that.
cute. I will start calling it Swin because that was a notable name. That was good enough. That
Swin.
Swin.
We need
Yeah,
somebody
we
to
totally
speak
need someone who
Swin.
knows Swin. Are we going in here? Can I focus? Is this where we're going to this hospital?
You say that out loud, and I'm gonna see
I
that.
did say that out loud.
You're
I did say. I said.
Are we going in here? And she's just
Are
looking
we?
at it.
I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at it.
And Ambrose goes, "Are we?"
I'm focusing, yeah.
Ashley, you see that kind of blood trail that you had seen before, just kind of drifting towards that building.
Oh yeah, we're going in here.
Okay. Oh, I hope she's not mad at us.
Well,
Oh, she's probably really mad at me.
No, I don't think she'll
Ah.
be really mad. Okay, well, let me talk to her first. But I hope that she knows that this is like us showing that we care and that we wouldn't just leave her in this position. Anyways, let's just go in. Let's see where
Okay,
what we
so
can
you
do
talk
here.
first, and then I talk after,
Yeah, and then
right?
Ambrose
Yeah.
will translate. Yeah, yes. Okay. Okay, let's go. I go
Okay.
into the hospital.
Oh, should we get her a gift?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pick a flower.
Oh my God.
Is there any flowers nearby the hospital?
There's some in the
There's a
bushes.
gift shop?
There's tons of flowers all over, and there's some flowers directly outside the doors that Ashley's about to enter.
Oh, wait
No,
a minute. Is
no,
it not? We can't probably pick them. That'll probably be mean.
Yeah, just leave
okay.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and make a makeshift gift while I can.
Out of.
Maybe a wing.
I mean,
Some feathers.
Arya, did you want to go and then come back? We probably won't be able to talk to her like very quickly. We'll probably have to wait.
Probably.
You see, there's like a
No,
person that's at the reception that's kind of looking through
Okay.
the glass window of the door and is looking.
As
you
we're like
It's better
talking.
when
It's
it's from
fine.
the
It's fine.
This is
Let's go. Let's talk, and then if you have a moment to leave, then you can go and then come back. Right?
You see that as you're standing there, the door opens and a kind of burly-looking security guard steps forward, and in French, Ambrose will hear, "What are you guys doing?" You just hear in French.
Sorry.
Or Swin.
And then I look at Ambrose.
He's just curious as to why we're sitting here in front of the door, not
Oh.
entering.
Oh,
Sorry, we were just discussing before we came in because we thought it'd be rude to talk in the hall. Can you tell him that?
Insert translation.
Insert translation.
He just shakes his head and opens the door for you and like gestures with an arm.
Thank you. Thank you. We go in.
You see you walk in and there's like a kind of a small waiting room and there's like about like 12 to 14 people just at a glance. A couple older patients, some people in like their 30s or 40s, a couple younger. There's like a mom and a daughter there as well. You see there's a person walking, a nurse walking someone down one of the hallways. You see that there is a black lady with kind of pulled back short dreads, kind of like into a ponytail that comes down with like different colored beads in her hair, kind of red eye makeup, and like very faintly red lipstick that kind of just takes a lot of the natural redness in her darker skin. And as she kind of looks at it, and Caroline, no, you don't actually.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I have a list of all of them,
No,
so I
that's
didn't
fair.
want to.
Yeah, you don't know her, whatever her mortal name is, either.
Okay.
So, you see that as you step in, they say in French, or Swin, they go, "Hello, can I help you?"
Hello. Looks at Ambrose.
Hi.
Asking what we need.
Oh, can you ask her if I'm a family member of Queen Rose, and I'm just a little I'd just like to chat with her and kind of support her, and I found her here, and I don't know, in a better way than what I'm telling you. I'm here to visit.
He like sighs and looks over it. Hung baguette.
That is Ambrose saying Swin specifically, because
Oui, mon ami.
He says, "This is Ashley. She is a family member of Queen Rose, and she's looking for her."
Roll a persuasion, Ambrose.
All right. Oh, I'm very charismatic.
You see she-
Charismatic.
You see she looks at you. She looks at where Ashley is. She kind of looks a glance at Arya. Gives a glance at the security guard. And just kind of... She says in Swin, "Give me one moment." And she stands up.
I see the finger go up, so I just nod politely.
She walks
I
out
also
of the
feel
room to another staff room out of sight around the corner. A couple minutes
You
go
know,
by. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
calm my yeah, it's mostly just like to calm my nerves. I'm just gonna make like small talk with some of the people in the waiting room.
I'm gonna stay at the reception desk.
You see, the only person that really knows proper English, at least to an extent, is a older woman, kind of a grandma. Looks like maybe in her 80s or 90s.
Oh, I'll
Very
talk with the
old.
grandma.
And what do you say to her when you approach? Unless you just want to imply
She
that
screams.
you had small talk.
I guess it's just like, "Hi, how is your day? I am Arya. It's nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Arya.
Hello."
Hello.
Wow, how'd you do an old voice and a French accent at the same time? That was impressive.
My day is not the best, I'll be honest, but
Aw.
it is not as bad as it could be.
What happened?
Well, it's always a tough time when, as much as I have family here, and they're not in the best state. But I do my best to see them.
Hmm.
How about yourself? How you fare?
I'm okay. I'm a little nervous.
Nervous,
Um,
dear?
I'm meeting a friend here, and I'm scared because I'm scared she might hate me. I've been trying to make her feel better, but I'm scared that I also kind of just annoyed her a whole lot. Which could be true, but I just want to be sure that she's okay, and she's not in a good space right now, but I don't want somebody to go through that alone. You shouldn't go through something like that alone, you know?
It seems your heart is in the right place.
Thank you. And so is yours. You have a good heart.
That's not what my doctor says.
Oh.
You see that at that point, you see the woman that you talked to before comes back out of the kind of main doors where people are admitted in and out. And she kind of gestures over and says in Swin, "Come this way."
Thank you.
Okay.
I looked back at Ambrose.
I gesture forward.
See.
I do one of these to Arya, beckoning her.
Oh, okay. I gotta come
Arya.
back. Thank you. And I'm gonna give her a hug, and then I'm gonna leave. I'm following.
You see that as you kind of head down the hallway, it's like soft lit, that there's not too much like light, but it's still like nothing is hidden and nobody's gonna trip, but it seems like the light is intentionally soft to be kind of this calming, almost like library level of light, dimly lit library. As you kind of head forward, it's very like hushed and quiet. There's occasional sharp noises that break their way through, occasional door opening. You pass a couple doctors that are talking in Swin about different patients and different medical jargon, before they lead you kind of to this small like sitting lounge where there's like a couple chairs made of leather and there's like a couple vending machines, and she just tells you to wait there and then she leaves.
This is so intense.
Yeah.
At least I like the lighting. It's really calm and peaceful.
I hope she's getting the right care here, I guess.
You don't even have the right money for the vending machines.
First world problems.
While that is absolutely hilarious, fortunately there is a universal kind of credit system.
Right, there's no paper money.
That is hilarious, but
Okay.
I also find it funny how Ambrose is the one to bring it up, even though he doesn't need to eat or drink.
But they're pretty. It's all about aesthetics, okay?
Of course, I gotta look the part.
Ambrose, from what you're just passively hearing, you're kind of hearing a lot of like muffled chatter and kind of quiet voices for the most part that seems to be from the doctors and things like that. And there seems to be what you catch in more readily in English, essentially. As you hear that there's a couple of the Motley Misfits here that want to see her. Is that all right? I'm not exactly sure. She's not in a good state. I know that she wants. I know they have Ambrose, but it's a helping hand. Yes, Caroline?
Do you mind if I ask a question? Now that I'm close enough, I would be able to feel her heartbeat. Because Ashley did just say that she was worried about what type of health she was getting here and what state she was in. What state is she in?
Seems like her physical body's all right.
Physically. I don't know anything about mental. I'm just saying physical.
But also, Caroline, to answer what you're asking in DMs, no. You went to Kokera, you came back, you did a bunch of stuff with Kari, you fused, and then you took your vacation to Karana.
But I wasn't here for Karana. So how would that happen if I was there for all the Arbel stuff, but then wasn't there for Karana?
Because you were there for Kokera, and you were there for Arbel, and Karana happened after, like, your break. or happened like during your break, and you fused before your break.
Okay, because I don't
remember that.
I don't know any. Well, no, that's what I'm asking you.
Or
So,
what
because I
information do you
thought I had came back after you guys had just done Karana stuff, which was right after Kokera stuff, because I didn't
No,
go back
there was
to Arbel after Kokera.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, everybody went back to Arbel before that because you guys were like, well, we have Kario's coming back with us, and you kind of got settled.
We just learned about Tartarus too, and that was the point when we were like, okay, we need a break. We need to get rid of all this bad stuff.
Because
Once we're there, we'll take a moment. And we're back.
And Zeray had a moment where he's like, hey, you guys want to still do Karana? They've heard good stuff about you guys in Kokera. They have peacemakers over there, and that was kind of like the main reason after your adventures in Kokera had happened.
Didn't know that.
Well, now you do. Yeah, so she did see you and Karana fully formed together.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Ambrose, as you're kind of hearing the two doctors talk, it's like, I know the helping hand is particularly gifted in the medical field, but I don't know much of his therapy work? Yes, that is correct, I guess.
Why I needed.
Let's go talk with him. You see that the two different doctors, kind of in their long white coats, kind of a man with like olive-colored skin, dark brown, almost black hair, and kind of these bluish-green eyes. And then this woman with kind of lighter skin, short brown hair, and a bunch of just colorful makeup all over her face and eyes. It seems like this is a normal thing for a lot of people, as even the guy himself has like kind of, he's wearing makeup to an extent, but less expressive color-wise. And you see they say in English for all of you, hello you three, I'm Dr. Marker. I know, it's a weird name, I can't, but I think
It's
of weird
fine.
names.
No, Dr. Marker is a good name.
I don't know, I just thought I don't know,
markers.
That's not bad. Yeah, if you said markers, then it would have been like, okay. But marker is it's fine. That's a name.
I mean, if you say Crayola, then we'd have an issue.
Dr.
But...
Crayola Marker.
Oh, wide erase.
My name is Dr.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ashley will hold out a hand if she is allowed to shake, and we'll be like, "Hi, Dr. Marker. It's great to meet you."
So, the three of you are here to see Queen Rose, I've been told.
Yes.
Yeah, I've just been a bit concerned for her, and I heard a lot what was happening in the news. So, although a very interesting situation, but as a family member, I did want to come and kind of check up on her.
I didn't know the two of
anything
you
I
were
could
actually
do.
related. As it's never made any mention, it's never been talked about. No, as popular
Yeah,
as the
that's
two of you
intentional.
are. I see. Roll a persuasion.
Okay.
She's kind of like taking a breath, kind of eyeing you.
$32.
He kind of like thinks about it. He kind of like seems to nod, but he looks at both Ambrose and Arya. And you are both just with her? Kind of adjusting to Ashley.
Yes.
Ambrose will nod.
Arya was the only one with me initially because we wanted this to be a discreet meeting, but we brought Ambrose along because he knows Swin. And we realized we needed it.
I see. So you brought Helping Hand over just for translation purposes. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this pertains to you or and forgive me if this is rude, but we were also intending to bring one of our good friends, Anarugi. He's talked us through a lot of the things that we've gone through, and I just feel like he would be a great ear for Queen Rose right now as well.
I can't say I've heard of this Anarugi. Maybe vaguely, but haven't heard of him.
Also intentional. We like to keep things pretty down low. We're not about the fame.
I'm just gonna say I don't feel comfortable bringing in that many people, especially in a very delicate space.
No. Yeah,
but
it could just be
I
one
don't,
of us.
I don't know Energy. I only sort of know of, to be quite honest, Helping Hand. Just in my field, I only know of you because of my colleague, Scarlet Ash, and I believe this is Voice Vixen as well.
Yes, sir.
If you'll at least just allow me to speak with her, then I'm sorry for all of this.
What is it that you want to discuss with her?
Sir, with all respect, what would you discuss with a family member who's going through mental issues? How do you relate? I'm not sure if I can list that out into bullet points with you, especially because we're far different than how your family is or how you've lived your life.
If I know someone, a family member, is sufficiently struggling with their mental health, I'd take them to see a professional. I don't think a family member, despite good intentions, is always qualified.
That's fair. I'm quite happy that she's here at this hospital with you guys.
Indeed. So that's why I just want to know the general topics, so that way I can help you approach them, or at least convey the message.
Are we still out in the lobby?
You're in like an additional lobby. It's a little bit further into the building.
Is anyone here?
No, just you guys.
Are you aware of Queen Rose and what she is?
You're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
I wouldn't have to be specific if you knew what I was talking
There's
about.
kind of a shrewdness to his eyes. If anybody wants to roll an insight.
He's evil. Confirmed.
Insight.
He is. Freddy. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm trying to prove That's my bad.
And Arya.
Arya did a good one though.
I'm gonna message Caboodle something real quick.
This guy's human, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Where is my phone? Wait a minute.
While Ashley is standing here talking to this guy, am I able to listen past, just see if I can pick up on anything else that might help us here?
Hold on. Yes, you can go ahead and roll if you want to actively listen.
Yeah.
I'm shaking. I don't know.
Oh, so close.
That's not bad. Oh, 69.
So close. Could have been nice.
68. As you're kind of listening, you see that a lot of the muffled sounds he's hearing, Ambrose is noticing, are behind closed doors. And it seems like intentionally a lot of these rooms are heavily soundproofed.
That's bullying.
Do you want me to repeat what I said?
Yes, go for it.
Ashley said if I wouldn't have to elaborate if you know what I'm trying to ask you here, essentially. I don't remember what my exact words are.
I'm gonna pull Ashley just a teensy bit, just like a little bit on the arm, and then like cover my mouth or cover my hand. Yeah, that to her ear, and be like, I think he knows about her true identity. He just wants to make sure you know too.
Sir, there'd be no other reason why a Desire Demon would be coming if it weren't for the reason why us Desire Demons are special and have a different connection. Please, let me speak with her.
Roll one more persuasion, please.
If it helps any, we can stay here and just let Ashley walk forward.
Okay.
29. You see as he kind of looks, listens to Ambrose as well, looks back at the intense look from Ashley and the more pleading look from Arya, I'm sure.
I want to go in too.
Everyone's like, nah, it's just Ashley. Arya's like, bitches, this was my idea.
All right. Look, there's something that had been going on with her when she got here. We thought that she was just more of a self-doubt. A lot of celebrities have come to us specifically as we're known for being very discreet and helping them deal with drug abuse and mental health and things like that. Whatever is going on with her is a little beyond that. It's not so much that she's mentally not helpful, it's almost that there's two parts of her actively arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
we
about
talked
right.
to her main manager, the person that takes care of her, Mayuka, and she did tell us what had been going on and vaguely what a desire demon is. And right now she has been kept under a light anesthesia to keep her loopy and not really awake because she was hurting herself.
Yeah, that's all actually fine. If you wanted to keep her like that, that's perfectly fine as well. I have a different way I can speak with her.
Can you please explain that to me, just so for my own comfort?
Yeah, of course.
You've been known to stab people.
Oh, Efren, what did you hear?
I'm always here when the joke demands it.
You know, he sensed that a joke was happening and ran across the ocean.
He'd do it. He'd absolutely do it. What do you want?
Mop, we're like getting donuts. He's like, hold up, I have to run. Joke incoming.
I just wanted to know, because I don't know if it was stated in Karana, and maybe it was just more because my visual representation maybe think it was. Did it look, or was it ever explained to us that Rose was basically fused like Ashley, or is it...
Ashley was able to tell in Karana, and she told to all of you guys that she was a full desire demon. She wasn't like split.
She's not.
So she's fused.
She's not.
She was fused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more concerning. Wait a minute.
If you want to see her, you all can. But
yeah, and I can explain to you. Okay. It looks brutal. Unfortunately, a lot of the things we do look very brutal, but it's kind of the way that you humans do a blood brother pact. And I will unfortunately need to draw some blood. But in that act, we kind of go into, I guess, a headspace where we can both speak in our truer forms.
Roll out persuasion. He doesn't like the idea of drawing blood.
If it makes you feel better, Ambrose can calm her aura down as an energy in. He's really good with
And both of these guys are healers. And we're obviously in a hospital. You guys are the true pure healers.
Yes. With that in mind, if Helping Hand is willing to make sure that whatever damage is done is quickly healed, we don't want the anesthesia to be messing up, we'll give you around 5 to 10 minutes just with her, and we'll be standing nearby.
That is perfectly fine.
All right.
This way, please.
Thank you for taking care of her.
Of course. That's our job.
Follow him.
He walks down the hall and around a couple corners. You see that it's actually a little confusing, the layout of this place now that you're inside. It seems like that's probably intentional. As you do enter the space and he leads you to the door, he quietly opens to a very low-lit room that only has this kind of soft, like bluish glow or reddish glow that kind of reaches out in the room to keep the light visible but still very soft and not too harsh on the eyes. You see that Queen Rose is laying there in one of the medical gowns with the kind of covers kind of pulled up over her. She has kind of oxygen running over her nose, and she seems to be sleeping, as well as a monitor on her finger, and a bunch of different monitors are kind of hooked up to her at the moment. There's kind of the beep, 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 beep.
Ashley gives it a not good look because she doesn't like this.
I can't give her a hug, but I'm gonna just Oh, she's under covers. That's okay. I'm gonna put my hand like against her on the cover.
Gotcha.
Lightly.
As she takes a bit before she walks forward.
I know that you enter this weird headspace with them when you do your blood thing, but would it be any more helpful if I potentially astral projected all of your forms together to have full conversation with 4 people, or is it different?
I'm not sure, but I don't want to freak her out quite yet. Maybe I'll talk with her and see what's happening, and then if she is okay being woken up, we can talk to her that way, or I can suggest if she wanted to talk to someone else.
Well, can you, by choice, avoid it? Because you can't avoid Athena's mind telepathy thing.
Well, that's what I'm
completely different.
saying.
Oh!
Yeah. It's all right. Let me see what's going on. I will take Queen Rose's hand softly.
Okay, soft as you're able to when you.
So I'm able to
And,
kind of hold it for a second.
Go ahead, Zoom.
2 seconds.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm placing my hand on, like, over top of, like, sort of that area that you're pricking and healing immediately.
And I'm going to pull out a calming tone. There we go. So
Arya on the one side of her, kind of just hand on her shoulder gently.
Jeez.
Ashley grabs the hand. Ambrose is just over it, and then
I'll end up linking my fingers with hers, and then the tips of my fingers will kind of go in as blood tendrils into her arm.
So as this happens, nothing happens right away. It almost seems like the anesthesia is making everything feel a little bit loopy and warped. And you see
Ooh, I'm getting some of that medicine in my body.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
You see
Wait a
Arya and Ambrose start to feel it before all 3, from whatever contacts, whatever weird sense is going on right now, you all kind of pulled into this dark space. And you see that there is a woman that looks like Queen Rose, kind of huddled, crouched down, like standing upright, but kind of in like a upright fetal position, hand over her head. And you see that she's kind of like crying and saying, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. No, I don't want to anymore. And you see that kind of, you don't see it at first until Ambrose notices there's this outline of a large figure, horrible and just ugly, in the face of just the faint whites of the eyes and reflective nature. But this is what we agreed to. This is what we wanted, isn't that right? And you see they look up. The large figure, but one that looks like Queen Rose's head is down. Well, family. Isn't that interesting? You see
Great
Queen Rose
seeing
looks
you.
up. What are you doing here?
I'm here for you. Vanity, what are you doing? I'll take a step forward to see if I can get close to Rose.
You see you step forward. And you see that you're able to step forward. Everything seems a little bit like loopy and weird. Like everything seems to like bend and ripple in front of your vision. Everything seems to skew off to the side before correcting and then bending the other way, making the figure that you can barely see even more horrifying and awful. Well, pain. I'm here for them. They're mine. We already agreed to that until they decided to change their mind. I don't want to... We're awful. We're horrible to people. We're such a fake snake. You see that there, as she kind of like turns back towards them, and then there's like this slashing sound as she's hit across the face, and she spins and rolls like 3 or 4 times
Oh, can I go grab her?
Blood as you kind of go over to her, and she's just whimpering and crying.
Okay.
Makeup and stuff all over.
Same too.
You
No,
know
I'm
it's
going
going
to-
to be better if there's a compromise, Vanity.
But we already fused on different principles.
And those principles can change.
Not when
Your
they're tearing
principles
us
can change as well
apart.
too.
I'm gonna step in front of them. Not like for any. I just want to protect them both.
When they tear us apart, pain, that would kill Rose here.
I know that.
Won't kill me.
That's why it's going to be better for you if you compromise. You're not gonna get much done if she's on a hospital bed, don't you think?
What happened? Has your memories forgot you?
Look who's stubborn instead of vain. How interesting. I look down to Rose. Are you okay?
She shakes her head, and his tears are kind of down her closed eyes. It doesn't matter what the compromise is. We're going against fame, against vanity, against myself. We can't help but follow desire if we push away that at every opportunity. We won't be able to stay together. And while I don't want that, it will happen if Rose keeps fighting.
She's only fighting because you're looming over her like this. You're just going to end up like Misery.
That's not true at all. I'd be fine moving on. If we didn't already come so far, Rose? So they kind of shrink down a little bit and become seemingly sweeter. Think about all we've done. All the good we've done. You wouldn't want
You're
to ruin
manipulating.
Vanity, you've spoken enough. Hush. I'm gonna look down at Rose, and I'm gonna kind of sit her up if I can. But I'll sit down on the floor with her. Don't listen to them. What do you want? There's a lot going on in your head right now. But lay it all out. I'm here to listen. And I'm
Don't
sorry
listen
that I
to
wasn't
them,
before.
Rose.
Shut up, Vanity.
They all need to go away. I need Ashley and Arya to make speech saves. Ambrose, you're immune.
Oh shit.
I'm not good at my speech.
No!
Can I do something to help me out?
Possibly.
Can I get advantage on the save? Because I don't like this. This is
That
fucking
thing
manipulation.
that I did. That thing that I did this morning to kind of calm down and ground Zoe. Could I do that again, looking at Rose, because this is the person I want to talk to right now the most, and kind of connect our heartbeats in a very Desire Demon way to like we're in this moment where I am grounded on her right now, grounding me in this situation.
If you want to use inspired action.
Yes, baby.
Well, I guess it would actually have to use your heroic to do an inspired reaction. Because this is already happening. You're reacting to something.
Yeah, that's fine. Then if I do a heroic action, can I just and at this moment kind of link us, chain us? Vanity's not in this right now, even though he is there. Right now it's just us, and we're bound, like, so that I can give her that strength that she can, that we're talking right now. We're on the phone line. It's not Vanity and she's being tousled around. Trying to help her out.
Gotcha. So, as this is happening, go ahead and roll me a demonic.
Here's my heroic action. Yes. But can I roll it with advantage?
No. You get your +7 though.
Sorry, I clicked barcode by accident, but it actually went to defense.
Interesting. 37 is a good roll. You see, as you're focusing in on that, you're able to kind of ground Queen Rose, but I still need you to make the speech save at advantage.
Yeah. But I was
12 at advantage. Ambrose, you see as they say, I think it's time for them to go away. You see that Arya and Ashley kind of both stiffen up and just kind of look up, not really seeing what they're looking at, the vision of fame or vanity. They just kind of sit and look that way. Ambrose, you remember the same weird feeling that they were all under before in Karana coming from this.
I would like to walk up to Ashley and purge her of all effects.
Go ahead and roll me a faith or religion.
Inspired action, of course. All right.
20. As you see that you focus in on that, you feel that powerful like fog over the mind, especially with all this anesthesia going on. Ambrose finds himself getting nauseous for a second, and then it doesn't quite push in as much as he wants to, and it doesn't work. Used an inspired action to do so.
Oh.
Now, Rose.
I'm still holding.
Why don't we
like I'm
stand
still holding her.
You can feel her heart rate. You can vaguely only feel yours. Why don't we get up, take a good long look in the mirror, and we can figure out what we want to do next. So many opportunities.
I'm gonna walk in front of Rose, sort of blocking view for Vanity, and I'm gonna hold my hand out for her to get up. Just reaching my hand out to help her up.
You see that she pauses and kind of looks at you. As she kind of half reaches her hand towards you, Vanity just says, "Don't you dare." Kind of goes to that more ugly side from before.
I'm gonna actively make myself shine a little brighter so that like it sort of is like a little bit harder for Vanity to look at, but not for Queen Rose.
You see that they shrink down and becoming more of almost a mirror image of Queen Rose, but the eyes are pure black. I don't think that would be the nicest thing to do. Think about all that I've done for you. I saved your life.
And now she's killing you. Huh.
No, she isn't. If anything, you're killing her, Ambrose. You're the one that's going to rip her from me? Rip me from her? You know what that will do, right? That will kill her. As we can't live without each other. When desire demons fuse with the mortal, they become bonded. And if you rip them apart, the mortal will die.
My hand is still being held out.
And I'll just go back to a golden mirror, like I was before. When she so hungrily took up, when she was just a child. Isn't that right, Rose? Narcissa, I don't want this.
I'm gonna give Rose a smile and be like, take my hand.
Roll persuasion.
Oh boy.
You see that as much as you are showing off comfort and good, she sees and turns and sees the fear. She pulls back. Just don't hurt them. I wasn't going to. Not at all. Just come over here. Be a good girl.
Slap my hand.
You see she stands up.
Are we allowed to do anything at all?
You can roll another speech save if you like.
Please.
Ashley at advantage. 19.
Ow.
Alright. I want to heroic action.
Okay. Ashley and Arya still stay within the space. You feel yourself fighting it for a second. You see what's happening, but not quite enough to respond. You just see what's going on actively now. But your mouth won't move, your limbs, which is kind of sitting there. Ambrose, what are you doing with your heroic action?
I'm gonna look to her and just be like, "It's fine. I understand. I trust you." And I'm going to. I want to temporarily pass my immunity to Arya.
Okay.
Meaning, I would probably automatically fail and fall under Vanity's control.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a faith or religion to see how well you can transfer it and for how long. 36 is pretty good. Let's see. I will say both Arya and Ashley kind of are able to get it if you'd like.
Oh, sure.
It's a good roll. It's almost a natural 20.
That works
So
out.
kind of, you put your hands on both of them where they are nearby. You fall into that and just kind of watching. Can't really
Can
move.
I immediately, as I get out, turn into pain mode? I'm going to hug Rose, and then I'm gonna look at Ari and be like, grab her, keep her with you, and then I'm gonna go up to Vanity.
Awesome. Good
Okay.
luck. Please be careful.
You see the form that looks almost exactly like Queen Rose, but more sallow of a skin, less vibrant and colored, just stands there.
Can I do
There's
one
no
thing?
need for these pathetic, dirty tricks, Vanity. You already have way too many examples of how you could be doing this right. How you could be doing this healthy. There's no need for this stupid dance.
Isn't that funny? You think you know things, little Desire Demon. But you really don't. You think I'm doing
So
it
you're
wrong.
saying that, along with pride and greed?
Those aren't good examples. Those are actually quite pitiful. Just like
Have you even spoken with them? You say these things because you're trying to will them into existence. Gaslighting yourself is not going to help you out in this situation.
You won't be able to have her, no matter what you say to me. And I'm not willing to let it go.
I'm not telling you to let it go. I'm telling you to stop acting dumb.
Always charming, weren't you, Pain?
Like you're doing any better. Look at you. Really. Look at yourself in the mirror.
I do that quite often. I know exactly what I look like.
You know exactly what you want to look like. And is this how you're going to get that? Tell me right now, is this how you're going to get that?
Yes, if you let me go and talk to my Rose here. I always get what I want, in the end.
You're so far gone. That's Caroline saying it, not Ashley.
Arya, what were you trying to do?
I'm gonna do one thing just really quickly. Before I talk to Rose, is Ambrose still movable?
Push him, I guess.
Yeah, so it's not like he's just staring. Cool. I'm gonna just put him behind me, so if anything happens, yeah, they're both protected by me. This is all I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
But then I'm gonna sit in front of Rose, kind of to block Vanity, and say it's Ashley, and just duking it out with words. And I'm gonna look to her.
What do you want to do? Ashley asked you before. You can answer now.
I just don't want Vanity to, Narcissa to hurt you. It's
What
starts to-
started this in the first place?
all of you in Karana. I realized that what I was doing was all lies. It didn't matter. I was doing it all for me. And I wanted to care about others. I even wanted to step away from the limelight, and Narcissa wouldn't let that happen. We were so close. We were so fused until that moment. And it started to tear us apart. I could feel it now. My body hurts. And you see that. You see some blood start to drip from her mouth.
Tone?
You see it doesn't work in here.
Oh shit, that's okay.
Hey,
You see blood starts to drip from the corners of her mouth.
Rose, look at me. Look at me.
Her eyes don't focus much. She tries to look in your direction.
Take a deep breath. Okay? You're gonna get through this. You're gonna get through this.
Oh, look. She's dying. Ashley, you hear her, and she looks past you to where Arya is saying, you're gonna get through this, you're gonna get through this.
And that's what you want, Vanity?
If that's what I need to do to get where I want to go.
And you're just gonna go back to hell.
No, I won't.
I want to try something stupid. Oh wait, you keep talking though. Yeah,
Last
you
resort.
keep. No, I'm not last resorting in here.
I don't know if that works. I don't know if that's possible. Do you even know what's happening there? Do you even know what's happening in the world right now? Or have you been so in your head these past few years?
We know. Of course we do. We knew everything. And I was trying to make sure we stayed safe.
Stayed safe from what? What are you so scared of?
There's people much more powerful than us. Just like you, Ambrose, and all the others. But hold on, I need to take a break. Goddamn. Let's take our 15-minute break.
Okay.
Dad, I didn't mean to be rude. My name is Jonathan.
How you get in my house?
Okay, I'll tell you, but you gotta promise not to get mad. I took your doorknob off.
Get out of my house!
I told you not to get mad.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, I would have been here earlier, stopped for tacos, also ate them, and disposed of them.
Oh, darn it. Wait a minute now. Who's this?
You
Star?
know who this is. You
He's been
100% know who this one is. And he
No
already
way.
was
I didn't
this.
have an interview with this man.
You know who this person is. The branding is too good.
God
Do I know
dang
who
it.
this is? Was this Brandon good back then?
He's literally
Oh, he's
Google.
been good.
Listen, I am the epitome of stupid. There's no way. I
You
saw
know
man
who this
before.
is.
God
It
dang
is
it.
3 letters. You know who this is. He's everywhere. You cannot avoid knowing who this is. I'm sorry.
The number.
It's even
You can have a -6 intelligence and know who this is, Trey. There's no getting out of this.
You could probably be a dog or a cat and know who this is.
Dogs and cats probably have E4N plushies.
Probably. All right, everybody, we are back from our little break there. As we still have Vanity and Ashley squaring off, Ambrose allowing Ashley and Arya to stay awake at the moment, while Arya is comforting Queen Rose as best as she can, but she's still frightened. And she's bleeding from the corners of her mouth. Her eye is not focusing much anymore.
What did? Because you were in mid-sentence when you had left. What did Vanity want to say first?
She's kind of looking at you. Well, I think it's time. It's all time for you to leave.
No, we're not finished here, Vanity.
You see the head kind of tilts to the side with a crack of the bone. The shoulder kind of spins back, and they turn into that more black, awful ugliness kind of comes out from within. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh boy, I wanted to say more things though.
Hold on.
This is where I perish. All right, I'm gonna be here.
No,
Hey, Zoom, did you roll your D1 for
Nope.
session?
Hold on.
There we go.
Oh, how nice of you.
And Vanity's the one that's starting the fight, starting the initiative.
I mean, that's a pretty good roll for someone
Well, don't
that.
say more than likely. Is there time for us to speak, or is she about to hit us?
I mean, if you're not gonna do something, they start the turn then.
Well, initiative starts, and you can use your turn to speak if you so wish.
You see them rushing forward and attacking.
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know.
See if these dice roll the same as.
Apparently, I'm letting her attack me. She can absolutely attack
I
me.
mean, to be fair, why else
rolled
would you roll initiative? You know.
I mean, actually, I wasn't expecting to fight.
Roll initiative. They eat bread
Hey, Zoom.
aggressively at you.
Hey, Zoon, I think these dice are still rolling the same way.
No. I accidentally screwed us.
I haven't switched them out.
I have a request. Could you just not use those dice, maybe?
just a teensy, maybe.
Be a G. Don't roll those. Oh my God! What opposite ends of the spectrum?
What's your dex at, Perp?
Vanity's is a lot higher than yours, I think. Yours is plus 10 or plus 12?
11.
Plus 11. Oh. Okay.
Right in the center.
I was gonna say Ari's actually pretty fucking good. So.
Oh right. There's two Queen Roses.
One that's colorful and one that's not so colorful.
Okay. Let's switch up the music a little bit.
Oh, that's even
The colorful aspect is ever so slightly hard to see. I think that's intentional.
Yeah. Here, ready?
Which one do I shoot?
Woo!
Oh, one has black eyes.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't have black eyes, but her eyes are so big they look black.
Okay. Arya, you're up first as you see that Vanity's about to rush Ashley.
Oh, that's even worse.
She's
Oh.
just standing there.
You know, she can take a hit or two, and she also gains stuff from it. So, you know,
I'm also in pain mode, so.
And that's even better. She needs it. Yeah.
So what happened is I stood in between Vanity and Queen Rose, and then I gave myself up, and then Arya pushed me behind her.
Yeah. So I'm protecting both of y'all, so if anything happens. The caps in this thing is weird. Anyway, I don't know. I'm debating if I should do this, make this a heroic or inspired. Fuck it, we're gonna do a heroic. Let's go. I want to try something. Well, it's not too bad. Anyway, I want to. This is more for Rose herself.
Okay.
But I want to do kind of what I did to Continuum. That kind of song, like that song that I sung from apparently the whatever it is, that my glowy tattoos, to kind of save Continuum's life. I kind of want to sing that melody again, but I want to make it so it just turns back kind of the clock on Rose's physical state, or like mental state, how she's like bleeding and all that. I want to basically reverse that.
Okay.
So she has a bit more time and a kind of a bit of more stable mind to fight off Vanity or compromise or talk if need be.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me a speech, please.
With
Okay.
a what?
+7.
Oh, +7,
That makes it
okay.
18. Not the worst.
18.
Why is your speech not higher?
I put it on my mental because I didn't want to deal with Thea's bullshit.
I think we all did after season 2.
A little bit, yeah.
So, if you could go ahead and roll me your healing tone. Not bad.
Okay, that's a
See,
good one. That's a
it
good one.
does help the blood drop a little bit. Kind of stop as much as you can. That will take your turn for now.
Okay.
As Vanity will kind of rush forward, but everything's a little loopy, a little wild, bending to the side. It's hard to see the exact distance as she moves. There's a bunch of arms that can't quite be seen in the dark as well for Ashley. So Ashley, if you could roll me 3 defense, dodge, or toughnesses, please.
Oh.
Nice,
Got
nice.
20 on the first one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay. So the first one is good. Second one is good. And the third one. You see as they come in, you don't quite see them at first, but you quickly put your arms up and push just enough to push out from underneath them as they come in. These like large spikes biting into the ground like fangs. That will end their turn at the moment. Ambrose, you're up.
All right. So
You see what's going on. Just so you know, you've been seeing and hearing.
dope. Okay. So what is it? If I were to fight for control, would it get rid of what I've given Arya and Ashley?
Only if you fail to save.
I'm not risking that. Instead, would I be able to just emit an aura around me?
Possibly.
The thing is, I don't want to do anything that could compromise their immunity.
That's the thing. If you want to do something, if you want to be involved, you might have to. That's what D&D is all about, right? Taking risks, making rolls.
I think for now, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
At least for now. I'm going to let it be.
Okay. For Queen Rose's turn, she's just going to she's going to panic seeing the attacks at Ashley, who manages to just duck out of the way of them. She's just like, no, Narcissa, stop. Narcissa, please. And she's just kind of panicking at the moment. Ashley, it's your turn as you dodge the last strike. What do you do?
I didn't think that far.
First turn. Oh, I didn't think this far.
I know, because it was all visual. So I'm like in my head. Okay. I'm gonna realize that Ambrose didn't do anything. Do we feel like he's doing something to us to help us out here, or do we not know that?
You know that as soon as he went down, you came up, and you didn't shrug it off.
Okay, cool.
Didn't you guys find out that I'm like immune to mental stuff last time we were with Vanity?
At least, yeah. At least Queen Rose.
So you would know that there's absolutely no situation where I would be under her control like this.
Okay.
Unless
Let me just reread this just to be sure. advantage.
Alright.
I'll
what
tell
do you
him it
do?
anyways. I will look back at Ambrose in my bloody pain mode, and I'll kind of be like, Ambrose, drop it from me. You're fine. Saying it as confidently as I can as this blood blob, but she means it. Drop it from her. She'll be okay. And then she's going to. You said claw, like fangs went down on her. Is that
Almost
what you
like
said?
yeah, like snake fangs.
Cool.
Well, I need to know what you're doing, Caroline.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to. I guess I'll do blood shots, but give me 1 second because the pain mode is weird because I need to roll something different. Oh, I have a bloody tendril. That's what I have. Yeah, let's do that.
Go for it.
And it's for 1. Okay, I mean, I'll do a couple heavies, and I'll do a couple bloody tendrils. I don't get vindictive, right?
Yes, no vindictive. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll.
Yeah. I'm going to do 2 tendrils starting off.
Good
Let's
roll.
go, BB. And then 6 action. So then I'll do. Oh yeah, I'll let you.
Well, the first one
Roll
doesn't
first.
actually hit, so I rolled a natural 20.
But attacker's advantage.
My natural 20 is higher. It's a 38.
Okay.
And then my other one does hit though, so you do 126, and I need to make a toughness save. Gotcha. They fail to save, so they move 10 feet towards you.
And they're grappled.
They
No,
fall prone, they fall
says
prone.
I can use another action to
Oh, gotcha,
pull
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
target. I just want to grapple them. Yeah. And now with them grappled, I want to do heavy blood shots. Am I allowed to speak while I shoot? It's fine. Never mind. I'll just shoot them.
Okay. These dice are cracked, bro. That one does not hit. I rolled a natural 20. Again.
That cursed us.
That one does hit though. That time I rolled a 6.
Cool. In their grappled state. Grappled. They have disadvantage, or
You
I
just
have advantage.
advantage.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna critical artery them anyways because I want to stun them for the
Okay.
next round while we figure out what we're doing with a real Queen Rose.
Wait, hold on. They are immune to stuns and charms.
Fucking Desire Demons, man. Give me 1 second.
It's been a good bit, Caroline. I need you to wrap up here.
I know. I just need to read something on the pain mode because it has demon stuff on it too.
Okay. While you're reading, why don't I let Caboodle start their turn if it's important?
Yeah, go for
Or
it. Go
you
for
can
it.
let me
Never
know.
mind. I'll end my turn. I end it.
Thank you. Okay. All right, it's your turn.
Okay. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm an inspired action.
Okay.
Thank God we long rested. I want to kind of manipulate my calming tone so that around me I kind of have an aura of like clarity and calmness, so Queen Rose can calm down and think clearly, and I want to say something to her afterwards if possible, if this succeeds.
Okay. Go for it. Have you roll a concentration or focus, please.
Concentration, focus.
With a
Damn it!
6, Arya herself is a little bit frightened, a little uncalm herself, so these more softer notes and melodies become a little shaky, and she does not correctly do the calming tone.
That's fine. Can I still say something
If you'd like.
to her, if possible? Okay. So I'm gonna cup her face with my hands to make sure that she looks at me straight in the eyes. And I'm gonna say to her, like, Rose, I need you to listen to me. If you don't want to do this, then don't. Then just stay with me, stay with Ashley for a little bit. I had someone do the same for me when I was going through the thick of it. And if I could be that person for you, then damn well let me in. Don't listen to the demon.
Roll a persuasion. 37, pretty good roll. You see that as you're saying that, Arya, Narcissa calls out, "We've done more than they could ever do for you together. We've built ourselves from nothing. And besides, you've killed for this." And they're gonna swing 3 more times at...
We've all killed for something, it's fine.
You know what? They're gonna go for Ambrose.
No! This is bullcrap!
Arya and Ashley, because of the sense that it is,
They're grappled.
they can
Does
still
that-
attack. You just
Okay.
have advantage to hit them, essentially.
Okay.
So they're trying to go around and hit Ambrose. Arya did say that she was protecting. Arya, you can roll for 2 of them and try to block the damage, or you can take the 2 hits.
Can I try to take a hit?
Yeah,
too,
you'll do the
or-
other one. You can either try to block it with a defense, or you can take the 3rd hit as well. They're kind of swinging around, the both of you try to hit Ambrose in his kind of standing still state.
Nah, I want that hit.
Okay, so you take 1. You take 380 damage. And Arya, are you trying to defend them? Or are you going to take the 2 hits? But Ambrose is considered unconscious in a way because his body isn't moving.
He
The,
can't move.
the first hit,
Advantage.
the
Know
first
what?
hit will be doubled.
Yeah.
First hit will be doubled. I'm gonna try and defend the first one, but I'll take the second one.
Okay, go for it. Roll a defense.
So there was 3 hits.
Yeah, 2 of them went towards Arya's direction, and 1 went where you could reach it.
No, okay.
It goes
Yeah, they
around.
failed. It's fine.
Ambrose, you take...
Nah!
Ambrose, you take 372, but that's got to be doubled. Hold on, calculator. 372 times 2. 744 damage, and you are no longer charmed, and neither is Ashley or Arya.
That's fine. That's even better. That's pretty good.
Okay, and this...
Can I bloody backlash, or did I already use my
744.
reaction with the critical artery not working?
Yes, you did use your reaction.
Okay.
And then Ambrose, you are fully able to try to dodge the last one if you like, or toughness, or defend it. You're muted if you're talking.
I'll try and dodge it.
Go for it. As you're kind of stumbling from that first hit, you do manage to just duck out of the way of the fangs. As you hear this loud, like hissing, like a snake, coming towards the three attacks, and that ends their turn. As they're just gonna kind of shift here. Ambrose, your turn.
Dope. I'm gonna run over here, and I'm gonna give Ashley a soul print,
Thank you.
a bloop. And did you get hit?
Yeah.
No.
You're the only
No.
person that's gotten hit so far.
Cool. I'm gonna come over here, and then I'll crouch down to Queen Rose and be like, "May I?" holding my hands out. and I'll hold my action. If she allows me, I'm going to sort of press my hands to her temples and sort of release a soothing pulse down her and try and help recover her body.
Queen Rose is grappled, by the way. She shouldn't have been able to move.
Oh, that's
sorry,
right, my bad,
a
my
vanity.
Bad. No, you're good. You're good.
Mhm.
Thank you. But yes, Ambrose, if you could roll me a persuasion at the end of your turn here.
You should put a little thing on her that shows her she's grappled.
Thank you. Okay, not the best persuasion in the world, but
I'm not very charismatic, apparently.
you know, not today apparently.
Well, I'm plus 5.
Yeah.
In the hospital rooms and healed them. He didn't talk to him, man. He just gotta go.
So, she's looking kind of over at Arya, looking at and hearing what Narcissa said and what Ambrose is saying. She doesn't currently take to Ambrose at this current moment. Too afraid. She kind of looks at Arya and just says, "The thing is, I can't just run to the both of you. Wherever I go, she goes too." And Ashley, it's your
Let's
turn.
talk together, boys. Cool. I'm gonna do a splitting pain.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with a blood tether.
Gotcha.
That will be mirrored, but I'll start with the first one because I want to blood tether Vanity
Okay.
on the enemy version of it, but she needs to roll a speech save.
Okay. She rolled a 38.
I blood tether, so that means the second one does go out, which is my second chance to
Okay.
see if I could tether her.
That is a 30. She's got a good speech.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
This is the first one. This is Ashley's.
Okay. 2 more.
No.
Or just one more?
Yeah. We'll do one more first because then.
Okay. That is a 40.
Cool. And then this is Sadie's.
Okay.
You have to roll another speech save.
Ooh, natural 1. So yes, that one goes off.
That's what I wanted. Awesome. Gonna do the enemy version of it on her.
Okay.
I am going to. She's already grappled. If I try to use my blood prison on her, does she need to roll if I'm already grappling her?
That's a weird one. I would say.
When you grapple a grappled person.
I would say you could add like an action point of grapple to it, because I think it already does. It's only like a 1 action point grapple with some extra damage, so it would go to a 2 action point grapple.
No. My blood prison is 2 action points already.
Well,
but
no,
it's
not the action
hitting...
points, but grappling does a certain amount of action points. If it doesn't list an action point value, it's just a 1 action point grapple. And same with a tendril, it doesn't list one, so it goes over to it would just be go up to 2 action points of grapple. That means they would have to use 2 action points to get out of it instead of 1.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, on her end, she would use an action point to grow out, and now she'll need to use 2 action points to get out of it
Yeah,
if I double grapple.
Yeah, she can't save against the grapple.
Cool. I only have 2 action points left, and I could do 2 blood prisons. I will.
Okay.
I will do blood prison.
Defensive dodge, okay.
But oh no, I have advantage. Sorry.
You have advantage to hit, yes. Or allies do as well. But both of those go on. So now she has a 3 action point grapple.
Dope.
And then she takes damage. You gotta roll 1 more blood prison.
Yeah, I have to read the. I that's it. I've used all my action points. But
Yeah.
she takes both of those damages.
She does,
I did
'cause she
too.
failed both times.
I just want to make sure
Okay.
because I get points from her for being tethered.
Yeah, you read that over. And figure out what you need.
But I do want to talk to her. That was my thing.
Okay,
Sorry.
go ahead.
I will go up to her now because I blood prisoned, which means she's within 10 feet of me. Oh, I'm sorry, 15. Oh, no. Pulled within 5 feet of Ashley. Okay, I'm going instead of me pulling her. And then, And then I will look at Vanity and with her pinned on the ground here, and I'll say, wait, how much can I say?
You gotta say something
I
quick.
hate talking in combat.
you've
Okay,
already
okay.
gone for,
That's what I'm
like, over
saying.
2 minutes.
'Cause I don't know.
And she's kind of standing upright with kind of her arms pinned at her side.
I will walk up to her and I'll be like, look at what the Daintas did to us. Look at what we have done or are still doing to each other. Vanity. We need to adapt to survive. There's been so many examples of this so far. You should know this. You should know better than all of this. I'll leave it at that.
She'll get back to that in a moment. Arya, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm at this. Well, you're still injured, right?
Ambrose is a little injured still. He hasn't healed up or anything.
Yeah, teensy bit.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah?
that's fine. I'm gonna just pop a healing tone, and then I'm gonna say something to Queen Rose.
95 health points.
Yeah, 95 health points. And then I'm gonna say something to Rose. I'm gonna look to her, and I'm just gonna take a deep breath and be like,
I've seen a situation similar to this. You know my husband? He also had a demon inside of him that was very conflicting and was very manipulative on his part. Or not his part, on her part, my bad. And and we thought there was absolutely nothing to be done because his soul and her part of her soul was bound together. But we found a way to help him, and now he's free and happy. And you can be too. You just gotta let him in, and he can help you as much as they have helped us. Okay? I pinky promise you're gonna be okay. No matter what happens, you're gonna be okay.
Roll a persuasion.
alright, let's do this shit. Don't mind my slip up, sweetie. I love you.
Love you, too.
Yeah!
35.
Also, just a piece of advice: don't make promises you can't keep.
Right?
Hey, hey! I have something! I
Like,
have something!
they're gonna bleed you dry in court. Like, my God.
Listen, it's damage control in the moment. It's necessary.
She looks at you and kind of looks at Ambrose's outstretched hands. In the meantime, Narcissa looks at where Ashley is, up in front. You're such a whiny little brat. Always having to take charge when you really know nothing. She's gonna do 3 more attacks on you.
Even with the double grapple?
Yeah. Her attacks don't even come from her. They're coming from out in the darkness somewhere. So, I need you to make 3 defense dodge or toughnesses.
Sorry. Defense dodge or toughnesses?
Yes, 3 times, please. Okay. First one
Like-
hits, second one hits, and the third one does not. So,
Take those points.
so that, and then that.
Oh wait, give me a second. Her tendril. I'm sorry, the tether.
And she has reduced damage.
Their
Right?
damage is reduced by my hero level.
You guys are level
They
29.
cannot do critical damage. They cannot crit anymore.
So you take a total of, with the reduced damage from that, you take 661 points of damage.
Okay. 661, you said?
Yeah. All right, Ambrose, it is your turn.
All right.
I mean,
First things first.
You hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I need to BRB real quick. I'll go as quick as I
Okay.
can. You think your turn?
I mean, yeah, no, I'm not really doing anything crazy right now. I'm mostly. How much damage have you taken, Ashley?
A lot. I am normally at 1900 HP, and now I'm at 859.
I see. I see. Well, what if I told you there's something I could do about that?
I mean, I hope there's something you could do about it. That's your kid.
There you go. Oh wait, I rolled that to myself.
Thank you. I love the stealth.
I'm gonna roll it
feeling.
again.
Oh, love that. I will take that in my pocket.
Yeah, just put that in
plus
your pocket.
454. Oh, you get some healing too, huh?
Oh right, I do.
Because
Wait.
you gave me a hand.
We don't have a pocket in this session.
What?
Do we?
I
don't
also
know.
get
You never
280
checked.
healing. Wait, no,
Yes,
you
you do.
at the start of your next turn, you will get an
Also.
extra 280 healing. I get half.
Love that.
So what is half of 454? Somebody with an
I
available
thought
calculator.
280 was half of 454. I'm bad at math.
454, you said?
Yeah.
227.
227.
227.
Out here with the calculator.
Oh, rowdy siblings. I will quell you guys. I am destined to quell my crazy family until
Instead of quelling them, we could just kill them outright, you know?
No.
All right.
Because then we kill Queen
Pokes
Rose.
onto
I don't
something,
want to kill
actually.
her.
Zune, it's your turn.
I don't want to kill Queen Rose. Stop it.
No, I just mean all the desired demons, except for you.
No, I'm your
Survival-
wife.
Survival of the
No,
fittest,
that's
bitch.
fine.
All right, let's clear. Let's clear.
Goodness.
Zune, what you doing?
So
He
I
healed me.
healed up Ashley. You will get the 280 at the start of your turn, Ashley.
Okay.
Not,
Okay.
not yet. That 280 at the start of your turn. But
Wait. So I don't get the 454.
you get the 454 now, and at the start
And
of
I
your
also
turn, you
get
280.
280. Okay.
I still have 2 action points. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to hold Healing Touch. And if Queen Rose accepts my hand, I will throw the Healing Touch there, and then I will work with that on my next turn.
Gotcha. You see that there's a pause as she looks towards Ambrose and Arya. Looks in horror for a second where Vanity is, Narcissa. Closes her eyes as some blood starts to trickle down the outside. She grabs onto Ambrose's hands. You can go ahead and you activate the healing ability. $264 to her. Okay. Well done, well done. Ashley, it's your turn. Still have her grappled. Still took a hefty hit from it.
Yeah.
Then you feel a burst of healing, and then another burst of healing again.
Come on, Vanity, get it together. I really don't want to see you die. But I will hit Vanity.
I don't want to see you die. Stab her through the heart.
Well, I'm not like doing. That's why I'm doing my tendrils. Cause like I'd rather do like the. It's like I'm slapping someone.
Decapitation. I like the way you think.
No.
I don't want to
tendrils,
see
you know,
you
choke
die.
someone.
Stabs you 27 times in the chest.
28 stab wounds!
You never
Wait,
even
maybe I
give
should
him
do
a
an
chance.
inspired action.
Okay.
I already have her grappled. She's really not listening to me. What did she do last to hit me? I'm sorry.
Same
What was
fang
was it?
attacks
What
that
hit?
she's been doing before.
It was just a thing.
They come out of the darkness.
Can I spare her? Joking. I'll do.
I mean,
I'll
I
do-
have the rights to Broken Tail, but no.
That's
Oh,
it.
not rolling.
I'm suing.
I
There
said
we
no.
It was mentioned.
Broken Turtle.
Why is the emoji a wave for bloody
Because
tendril?
when it's red, it kind of looks like a tendril. That's the closest thing they have. On the sheet, it looks fine. On the color, when you roll it, don't look so good.
No. On the sheet, it's blue.
Oh, okay. For me, it wasn't blue.
No.
It was just like the outline.
I will do 2 bloody tendrils.
Totally radical. Bloody tendril, dude.
Okay, so the first one hits, the second one does not.
Okay. Oh no, the second one does hit half damage.
Oh, that's right. Half
I have
damage, half
recovered.
damage. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
What's her HP looking? What's Vanity's HP looking like right now?
It's hard to tell. It might just because of the weird place, but she's definitely taken some hits.
Just let me know if her HP gets reduced below 70.
Okay.
Anyways, can I use the rest of my action points to speak?
If you want, go for it.
Okay, cool. I'm as I'm grappling Vanity, I'm gonna knock my head back and look towards Queen Rose, and I will yell in her direction, kind of hearing but not really hearing what the other two are trying to say here. But I will be like, "Listen to me, Rose. You are the host. You are allowing them into your world, into your head. You're strong enough for this. It's never going to be easy, but you need to take control. This is your space, your body." And I'll end my turn.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
Okay.
22, not bad, not bad.
Oh wait. Do I have a pain mode?
I don't
no,
think
I
so.
Didn't have a pain mode roll
I think
for
if
it.
anything,
I
it's
just wanted to
worse.
make sure.
So, that ends your turn at the moment. You're hearing that shouted. It's your turn.
It is my turn. You doing it?
Not yet? Okay. I just need to know if I need to like help you out or something like that. No? Okay. I'm gonna... I don't know what to do. Yeah. Hearing all that. I... don't know what I'm doing. I would just keep talking to her. In all honesty, it's like I want ground her. Okay.
Ground
Go
her.
to your room.
No.
No, ground like chakra.
Go to your corner of the mind.
There you go.
Go to
Just, you're gonna be fine, okay? No matter what happens, no matter what's gonna happen in the future, no matter what's gonna happen right now, we're all gonna be here for you. Because at the end of the day, you're still Rose. You're still you. And even though Vanity is trying...
This is more for me. She's a she, right? Vanity's a she.
You heard the name Narcissa, and it seems like it, yeah.
Okay. No matter what she's trying to tell you, no matter what demon she's trying to put into your head, don't listen to that. Because that's exactly what she wants. She just wants you to sit in a little corner. But you can't let that happen. Because you're Rose. You have to stand up for yourself.
Roll a persuasion.
And by the way, I'm like holding her hands tight. Oh, one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Both? You're holding both? Okay, then I'm gonna hug her tight.
43.
This is why she's doing the talking, not me.
And now it is Narcissus' turn. She's gonna see what Ashley says and calls back. And is gonna be like,
I'm like squeezing around her as she's crippled.
you hear, "Oh, Arya." Scream. Arya, roll me a speech save, please.
She has
right? She does not, because yours ended when you got knocked out of it. And that ended it on them, too.
We were all out of the charm. Like, you got hit, and that.
Yeah, I assumed that I was willingly under the influence, but like once I came under the influence, I was still vulnerable, but they were still invulnerable.
That knocked it off.
Oh, I do know exactly what health they have. I just don't know
damn.
their max health. What's their health, Cullen?
Their health is currently 1,205.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Alright, we're chipping down, we're chipping down. Yeah! The power of love, friendship,
You feel it, and you feel like against your will, your body tries to fight it, and you feel this scream, this powerful scream building up, and Ambrose like instinctively is like cringing away from it, and then you breathe out. No scream comes forward.
Can I quip? Can I make a little quip?
Go for it.
I'm just gonna be like, thank you, but I don't want to be manipulated again.
Ooh, tell her.
Gonna attack Ashley twice then.
Okay.
Ooh, dude, these dice, bro.
No crits.
No
Cannot
crits.
crit.
I didn't. The
You
thing is,
cannot crit.
these dice roll 19s, and I rolled 2 19s.
Yeah, no, those dice consistently roll high, but never nat 20s.
I like how he's like, oh, okay, okay, I
So roll
can't
me 2
crit.
defense dodge jump. This is.
Just
Oh,
keep it on the edge there.
Yeah, he rolled a lot of dirty 20s and natural 19s in my camp.
Oh my
Just how it
god.
goes.
Well, that first one don't hit. But the second one does. So you take
Purple, I think
381 minus.
Disadvantage on the
Reduce.
Yeah,
Reduce.
down to 352.
Minus 352. Okay.
That
I
ends.
have the same HP as Vanity right now.
That's funny. Ambrose, it is your turn. She seems to be more willing and accepting, especially after what Arya just said and what Ashley just said.
Dope. All right, I'll use my not my class features, my inspired actions. And I want to do something similar to what I did to Thalia and the general and all of them. I needed Mop's help with the general to punch Thea out of him, but I'll ask for permission first. Be like, "Do you trust me?" As I place my palm sort of like on her chest.
She nods.
Nods. Okay, and then I'm gonna thrust my other hand forward, and I'm going to try and, I guess, separate that consciousness of Rose and give me a second. Give me some vanity. I guess my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know. No, I'm trying to I'm just trying to separate them temporarily.
Okay. Emphasis on temporarily.
Well,
because Ambrose did hear that if they were
Yeah.
to
They
split,
actually
it would kill
cannot-
Rose.
Yeah.
yeah, temporarily.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me a faith or religion. It will still be difficult. Ambrose is very skilled, but this is a difficult one.
Do I have it? I have an inspiration on here.
Okay. If you need it, you have it. Not bad. 31's pretty good. Do you want to reroll it? We'll keep the higher.
Yeah, I'll be safe.
See if you can beat a 14. Okay.
No.
Not any higher, but still very good. You see that as you see she falls and you see that all three of you vanish and fall back into the real world.
Oh.
In the meantime, however, not all is calm in that room. As you hear beep, 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 beep on the monitors, you see doctors coming around, you see people are grabbing the three of you, unsure of what is going on. You see that you're kind of coming out of it, as you see then it's Ambrose. You get...
Can we do the thing that we did to the general?
Hold on.
Okay.
You see Ambrose. You don't exactly know what's going on, but you see Queen Rose sit up, and then she starts to try to say something, but anesthesia is still in her body. And then Ambrose, you feel yourself get hit with this electrical current as you are tased. As they don't know exactly what's going on, but there's security guards grabbing the three of you and pulling you out of the room.
Why would they tase us? That's
I'm
well,
getting
well, the people, as Ambrose was the first person to start moving, as they were dragging Arya already out of the room, she has handcuffs on. Ashley is also about to get the same treatment. Queen Rose is trying to sit up and say something that is not coherent. You guys all realize that you were just sitting in there by yourselves. You stopped moving, and she started dying. They don't know what to make of this, but they're trying to get you out of the room.
Even though we told them that I needed to go into that space and whatever. Can I... Is my arm still connected with hers right now?
You see that you are pulled off, and it seems like whatever Ambrose did is they were unable to remove your hand until Ambrose knocked you guys out of that space. And you see that your hand retracts back.
Oh, they were already dealing with us because they saw that her heart rate and she was dying. Okay.
Yes.
I can't believe they tased me.
Can we yell? Hold up! You're gonna kill her! And can I...
Roll persuasion.
Well, can I help my persuasion out by doing some heart stuff on her to regulate her heart and kind of calm her back down?
There's three pretty big guys grabbing you. Not that it'd be that problem if
I
you
don't
wanted
need to touch her for this.
But they're kind of jostling you around a bit.
Okay.
It's kind of making it hard to do so.
I'm gonna try something too after Ashley does her thing.
They don't let go of you fully, but they are just like, you got to get out of here. You got to leave.
You're gonna kill her! Stop it!
Arya, what are you saying?
This is more, I'm gonna inspired action!
Okay.
I want to kind of manipulate my calming tone so the effects of the anesthesia wore off on Queen Rose.
Okay. All right, roll me a
coherent.
Dodge first, please, because there are two people dragging you out in the hallway with your arms cupped behind your back, and they know you have sound powers.
My inspired action help Arya's in this case, since I wanted to regulate Queen Rose's heartbeat and like calm her back down that way, and like make sure her heart's working
too bit of a
properly
hard
right now.
time focusing on that to do it at the moment because of them kind of being on you. However, Arya.
How are they on me? Because I can't be grappled.
They are grabbing you from the arms, and you're currently not in pain mode right now in this form.
Oh, okay.
Because when you come out of there, you're back to where your
But
body
that's why
was.
they were scared. My bad.
They were scared because they couldn't pull your arm off of Queen Rose. Because it was just
Was
like
connected.
And
The doctor's really bad at talking to his people, man.
he seems to be out in the hallway panicking and trying to say something and trying to get in as well. And there's like lights are fully on, people can see, and Arya, you kind of just slip out of both their grasps and like dodge their hand as they try to cover your mouth. You know, you're quick.
I'll get through this later, I promise.
And you see that the calming tone starts to go in the room and wake her up, and she'd be like, stop, please. They're fine. She's kind of like pushes herself up. Her eyes are like rolled back in her head a little bit.
Hold up. Don't get up. Can I run back in?
You see, they kind of let you go. They help Ambrose back up. Who's just hairs a little bit.
I'm gonna like heal whatever can be like. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal that area.
Real quick. What does a taser do to a level 29 hero? I just gotta hear
this. It just kind of hurt, and he like scrunched up a bit. He couldn't really concentrate. But it didn't like knock him on the ground. It like made him stun and trip for a second, then push back up before he just went. and pulled the things out.
Human here.
Seriously, just tased me?
Yeah.
We thought you were killing her, man.
Can I go back up to her and kind of do the heartbeat thing again and kind of like, I'm doing better than the fucking machines. Let's go. I'm gonna calm her heartbeat down with Arya's calming tone and kind of get her back into a healthier physical position.
Gotcha. You're able to do so. They calm down. The doctor comes back in. Ambrose is able to help heal up any injuries as well. And then it's all quiet in the room. Some of the nurses come and wheel her out to a different room, as that one is a little bit. Well, they
before
with
she
you,
leaves,
but they come with you. They.
I wanted to know, what does she look like? Because what did Ambrose do? So what is Vanity
seems-
being disconnected from her mean right now?
Right now, she doesn't seem to know, but the doctors are kind of in there wanting to move her to a clean room, essentially, because there are blood on her sheets and her clothing and things like that. So there's a lot of moving parts, and they're insisting on that for her health. They're thanking you guys, but they move her out. And then after about 10 or so minutes, the doctor kind of comes to you and be like, I'm sorry, I should have trusted you, but you had to understand. You walked in there and it looked like she just started dying, so.
I did tell you I was gonna stab her.
You didn't tell me you were gonna kill her.
Well, that
You
wasn't.
said you were gonna draw blood, by the way, not stab.
Yeah, she didn't die though, did she?
Just.
Don't fight with the doctor, Ashley.
No, I'm fine. That's fine.
She wants to
You're
speak
right.
with you. They open up the room. She's laying back on the bed, changed into a different kind of apron for it.
Hey, Rose.
Hi.
I'll go up to sit next to her.
Hi, Ash. Hi, Arya. Hi, Ambrose.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, we really didn't know what happened at the end there. What's going on?
What did you do, Ambrose?
We all look at Ambrose.
Like Arya said, we have encountered similar situations in the past with her husband or Jeffrey Hale. I just did something similar. I've temporarily separated you and Vanity, but it won't last forever.
Can I demon sense? Is Vanity still in there, or?
Vanity is still in there. But it doesn't seem like she's in any kind of front seat, as Ashley would know. If anything, locked in the trunk. But for how long? Who knows?
No, it probably won't be for long.
So they're gonna come back.
Like I said, it's not gonna be easy.
This gives us more time to figure out a more permanent solution.
This is gonna sound really stupid. And I know that this is hard and not the situation that you want to be in. But I promise there is even the smallest bit of hope here, Queen Rose. You are the one in control, but you both need to figure out how to make this work. It can be beautiful. It will be beautiful. But you are strong. Even without Vanity, you can do this.
Ashley, I've been one with Narcissa for a very long time, but what's changed is that our interests don't align. I'm not who I was when I first set out.
And I love hearing that. That's good, because everything changes. You could have told Sadie that so long ago as well too, and she probably would have spat in your face and laughed. But look at us now. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Unfortunately, desire demons are stubborn as fuck. And when they were what they were before, they got stuck in that one way of what they thought desire was. Sadie ended up learning what real pain can be and how many different forms it can come in.
I think we're talking about the same thing, Ash. I almost don't want to be in front of the limelight anymore. I'd rather do something different.
Is that what vanity is to you?
That's what fame and vanity is to them.
That's what it is to them.
And that was a
because
part
they
of
don't.
us for so long. How can we just, or one of us say no? It's like having a best friend for forever, or being in love with someone and finding out over time you've changed in different ways. That's what this feels like. In a way, I don't love narcissists anymore. I don't want them.
Wow.
Is it possible?
Timing
to
of the
separate-
music.
I know that, dude.
I looked at Ashley. I'm like, is it possible to separate them?
How long
She
have you
not.
two
She shakes her head.
How long have you two been together?
70 years?
Holy shit. Oh.
We've known each other for about 80?
This is really conflicting emotions and news to Ashley. Can she kind of sit but go within for a sec and maybe talk to Sadie on a couple things here that we are breaking into here?
As you pull in to think with Sadie, and you guys are all contemplating what you want, we're gonna pull away.
Okay.
Cortez and Athena.
Oh boy.
The two of you have been having a kind of lazy afternoon. What are the two of you doing?
Since Athena had just finished reading her book, I would just ask her, is there anything else you've learned today?
Other than the fact that Celestials are extremely not very written about, and there's very little knowledge known. Anything about that metal, anything about those weapons, it's very finite information. No specifics. I somehow was able to manage to skim through many pages of writing. It took a lot of concentration, but unfortunately there wasn't much. I'm sorry.
Está bien, you don't need to apologize. We can go off the little information that we know.
She nods. I can attempt to try and figure out more of it, but
Don't overstrain yourself.
I know.
Hypocrite.
Nice book.
I'm
yeah,
good.
so he's. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, I just started having a coughing fit. I'm good. What were you gonna say?
Cortez is just. He's not gonna really be doing much for that day. Just trying to keep an eye on Athena and the child.
Doesn't even call it by name.
So,
No.
I will say.
Um.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go.
No, if there's something you want to do, I'd like to know.
No, I was just gonna say basically Athena is spending time with Zoe for the most part because she has read a lot on the book. But whenever Zoe is busy doing something or busying herself learning something else, Athena will be either like on her laptop trying to figure out other things, or she'll try and go back to the book and see if she can figure anything about sigils. Or specifically the one that she saw from Kari.
You can use an ingenuity or mental if you'd like, but it will take a lot of time to see if you can even maybe see something.
Yeah, I'll do it as to like skim through. So I'm gonna just have to open my sheet inside. There we go.
Nice.
God damn it!
Athena's a little tired. 31 being a natural 1. Athena isn't quite as focused as she maybe wants to be on
She
it.
got the
It's just
brain.
it's also probably the fact that every like few pages there seems to be a mention of sigil of some sort. Sigil this, sigil that, sigil this, sigil like. So Athena's just like, there's too many goddamn sigils.
I know I have a natural 1, but is there like even like photos or like drawings or anything like that, or are they also getting like basically scrambled and turning into a maze of its own design?
Like they're kind of like rotating around and like changing the inner workings of each sigil.
Fucking pitch! My God, Osiris, asshole.
Yeah.
I will say that I don't really have any specific plans for Cortez right now. I've mostly just as of right now, I'm just waiting for the fight thing to happen.
Gotcha.
So I don't really have a lot to go off right now. If anything, Cortez, and I'm only saving this for like the mornings, where he will probably continue to practice to see if he can get that one ability of that knockback down pat, because he's able to do it, just not consistently yet. So
Gotcha.
he's probably gonna be doing that in the mornings. But other than that, I don't really have any major plans for Cortez right now.
Also, are we near Jeffrey? Because Jeffrey was watching stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, I would say Jeffrey's probably just on the couch
Okay.
watching.
I would have overheard Arya asking him to send Inarugi, right? I'm pretty sure.
Well, when they were done with the
No,
car. No, I don't think
because
so.
I texted it
Damn,
to him.
no,
I
you-
didn't. I didn't.
I was
say
gonna
it,
try
I
and
just
help, but I wanted to make sure
I know. It's okay.
Awful.
Yeah, can I just hack Jeffrey's phone just because I feel no checking?
But you see that one thing Athena would notice as soon as Jeffrey walked in, Zoe shifted her position so she wasn't in sight line of Jeffrey.
Oh.
Would I have noticed this too?
Yes.
Okay.
So Mop and Ian, you guys get back from your shipping.
Yep.
Anything in particular you're doing?
Well, first things first. While we're walking back, I trip Mop and then I stab him in the back of the head.
Gotcha. Okay.
Aha! Well, I was expecting that. I was
Oh, yeah.
actually right behind you the whole time.
Oh shit!
With a knife. Before you
God.
even were able to
Joke's on
trip
you.
me.
I transformed to the Silver Assassin before you got a chance.
Yada yada.
I'd be scared if I didn't know I was gonna come back to life, and then I could call the nuclear strike I had trained on you.
Okay.
No!
All right. So you guys clear it. What are you actually doing?
We got our
Oh, you
donuts. We got roped into doing stuff. Then we're done.
He's going back to
Probably-
the house. You heading somewhere else?
Probably going back to the house.
Okay, back to the house.
That's what I'd imagine.
The only people, everybody's just kind of sitting around. Zoe's sitting behind the couch, so Jeffrey can't see her very easily. Athena's sitting
That's
on one of the chairs.
kind of sad, but also sweet.
And Cortez are just kind of sitting there. Athena's kind of like half poring over the Book of Shadows. Jeffrey's just on his phone looking at the news and also watching some of the other channels on the TV.
Wait, you said he's on his phone?
I mean, if you think he would pull it out, because that's where the most news comes from at this point.
No, that is the perfect excuse. He's gonna look at his phone and be like, "Oh shoot, I was supposed to send a message or something."
Like an hour and a half later.
You had
He'll
one
pull
job.
up his text messages and be like, "Hey, hon, I finished working on the car." So
Yes! I got the message!
You see that as you
that reminds me. Sorry, continue.
That was at this point is like when they were changing rooms.
Yeah.
So you could text Minerva to send Ruby over.
That's what I was gonna
Gonna
do
wipe
before
his
we cut
fingers
away,
and be
so
like,
boom! Thank you,
such
my
a
sweetheart.
and everything. And
You're such a good husband.
Okay. And what did that remind you of, Mop? As you and
He's
Ian
gonna
are coming back
message
inside.
Seamus.
Okay.
He hasn't been around for a while. He's
Okay.
just gonna message, be like, "Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're okay. Don't respond if you can't."
You hear a where is he when he does this?
He's probably in the kitchen grabbing a toaster strudel.
You hear from where the toaster strudels are.
My toaster strudel. No, that's my phone. All right.
You see that wasn't your phone.
Oh, that wasn't. Okay.
You
It's not my phone.
You look. Roll me an investigation check.
Ian's probably figured this out by now.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I understand what's going on here.
I'm
but...
gonna look over there and be
Ian's
like,
just like smiling at him, just like,
Mop, you good?
no, let him figure it out.
It takes Mop like a few minutes to realize that Seamus put his
roll my
phone
eyes.
with your secret stash, and you just see the text that you just sent him.
Oh. That's fair. But also, why didn't you just put it on, like, do not disturb or something? Seamus left his phone.
You
My
do
secret
realize
stash?
phones can be traced?
Do either of them know how to trace phones? He's speaking about Arya and Cyrus.
It's Osiris.
Osiris has been gathering a lot of knowledge on our technology. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't able to do it by now.
I really don't like that guy.
Do you think any of us do?
Well, we're not doing anything about it, that's for sure.
Don't really have a choice.
Oh, we have plenty.
She sort of rolls her eyes at the moment.
I mean,
Yes.
You don't want to make them doesn't mean we don't have them.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, the longer we act, or the longer it takes for us to act, they'll probably have more stuff up their sleeve.
Yes, but at the same time, we also have to remember we have the doors of death to deal with, and if we anger them, that's more chaos on the earth. I'm not saying. Well, yes, I did say we don't have a choice, but I should have said we don't have a choice right now.
Oh, we still have plenty of choices.
She's gonna roll her eyes.
Roll your eyes, but you know I'm right.
I didn't say you're wrong, now did I?
Unless we knew somebody that could potentially send Osiris back to his own world.
That would be awful if we had him do something like that again. Plus, probably can't find him.
Who? I don't know, actually, as Muggles, I don't know.
Who is it? Continuum?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best idea.
Didn't he become disassembled trying to get a hold of those kids that had dealings with all of this?
Yeah, no, I just kind of had it thought.
I
it was like a
fixed
thought.
that!
It was like a thought. He's fine
Oh,
now.
there's a knock at the door? Hello?
It's so weird not
I'll
having
get
Rose
it.
or Athena in the house to be like, someone's coming.
You mean Ashley?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'll get it. Ian walks up and he opens the door.
You open the door and you see standing in front of you is Ian thinks about it for a second. He's like, "Oh, that's Isabella, Eleanor, and Osiris."
Oh, great. I mean, hey.
All right. Okay,
I was like, wait, what?
That's great. Osiris is with
No.
Yo,
Orion. I thought it was
Okay.
Osiris. I knew it was
Isabella.
Isabella, Eleanor,
Oh,
and
Eleanor.
Orion.
I was like,
And Orion.
what? She's gonna wait for
You see that Isabella's like, she kind of waves. Hello.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
It's good to see you. Now
Well,
that things are
hello.
A little less crazy. You see Eleanor kind of pushes in and gives Steinar a big hug. Moving right past
Hug.
Ian. You see that. You see Orion goes over and just gives Ian a fist bump. Walks over.
I'm gonna put a hand on Zoe just so that she knows like she's okay. Because I know it's a bunch of people randomly showing up.
Yeah, she's like on edge as soon as it happened. She's like, you can tell she's ready to like bolt upstairs. If you put her
Yeah,
hand
that's
on her.
it. I put my hand on her shoulder, being like, "It's okay, I'm right here."
Sorry,
Didn't Arya tell you we might be coming?
she knew.
Yeah.
I think it was mentioned once or twice. It's been a bit hectic.
Well, I'm sure with the doors of death getting close.
You know, I think even she forgot because she's not here.
Oh. Well, we weren't really specific on when we would be arriving. Where is
She's
she?
she's in Karana at the moment.
And you see all of a sudden, Minerva appears in the house. You see Orion immediately steps in front of them. Oh, was I interrupting something?
Got
You always are, but anyway, what's up?
I'm here to collect Enderugi. I got a text from Arya.
Hmm.
Enderugi? Yes. He's like sits up before he walks on the couch. Just,
He rises from the coffin.
Oh, I see. He hops over, just soundlessly goes over. And then
him.
they disappear.
Quick question. Where is Jacob at the moment?
Jacob and Nep have been kind of like vibing out of the house the last couple days, just when you've been busy. Is there something you'd like them to do?
Well, there's something I know I want to happen, but it's not very easy to make it happen in game. But I do want Jacob to be home at least relatively soon.
Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. You see that as Minerva leaves, you see Orion kind of calms down a little bit, very robotically, despite looking human for the most part.
Remind me, who are these people again?
They are friends of Arya.
Friends of Arya, as well as I'm Steinar's half-sister.
Half-brother?
Shh. Didn't say nothing.
It's complicated relation, but you know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Purple, but like, is this the first time I'm meeting them? Like,
Yes, it's the
actually
first
meeting
time
them?
you've meeting them. You've heard about them. You knew that they.
Yeah.
You've heard in
Okay,
passing that
that's
they
what I
come.
thought. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
So, how have y'all been?
Been all right, especially now that everything's calmed down with Elias, and anybody that might be around him don't think is alive anymore either. Well, if they have, they've hightailed it out of Uniforda, so it's one of the most safer places to come back to. I'm sure there are some small groups that are out and about, probably fleeing to Trinity, Larada, and other parts around the country, but they're not necessarily our problem right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, how about the rest of y'all? You have people all over the world right now.
At the moment, but they'll be back soon. I think.
They said it should be less than a day trip, so I would expect after. And Harugi had just been gone maybe a few more hours at most.
I see.
Would you like to make yourselves comfortable?
Yes, definitely. She walks in and sits on the couch, the one that Energy was on a moment ago.
Anything to drink?
Got any juice or something?
Probably.
Oh, you can watch TV with me. Says, scooching over.
That's fine. You see Isabella will sit down next to you. Just kind of the spot you make, and then Orion will go sit next to Eleanor. Just kind of silently been bodyguarding her the whole time.
Is he actually a robot? Do I know that or no?
You remember hearing that you believe he's a cyborg.
Cyborg, okay. Cool. I could, I'm not much of a tea person. That's normally Arya, but I can make some coffee if you like.
I'll have some coffee.
Anything in it or just black?
Little bit of cream.
Sounds good. Zoe, do you want to come with me?
You see her top of her head just go, no.
Okay, I'll let her stay there.
All right. As soon as you're out of sight of her, and you look back, she's not. She's upstairs.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeeted.
Yeah.
I'll head
you-
upstairs to look after Zoe.
Nice.
I'll nod to.
That's gonna be great.
Oh
That's
god.
gonna be
Damn,
great.
Cortez.
Oh wait! Before he goes up there, I'm gonna look to him. I'm gonna fill up like a glass of like juice or something. I don't know from the fridge, and I'm gonna pass it to him to give to Zoe.
Gotcha.
I'm not. I'm not thirsty.
For Zoe.
Okay. And then he's gonna head upstairs.
You see that as the drinks are kind of passed out, some snacks are had. You see Jacob. You come back to the house with Nep
Jake.
nearby as well. Going in the back door, you see Eleanor and Isabella and Orion.
I don't think Jacob's ever met them. He was in hell when that whole arc happened.
Yeah, you just see like people you don't really recognize. You know them because of being with Mop, kind of knowing about them a little bit. But like that was towards the tail end, so it could be a little fuzzy.
He'll walk in and he'll look to Mop and be like, "We have guests."
Yeah. Somebody.
Yo, Elliot.
Elliot, who?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what voice I'm doing.
Steiner, Steiner,
Just cycle through them all.
Steiner just like jumps between 5 different forms. Yeah, yeah, yes. Ah.
Just every word,
boy.
voice.
Vinny?
Every sentence, just be a new character.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Do you have an urge to give me your card?
Yes, so badly. These are our, well, I guess mine and Arya's friends, colleagues, and this is my sister, Isabella.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Jacob, I've heard about you from various sources.
Various sources.
Good to see that you're back in the living world again.
Yeah, it's much nicer up here.
Well, good to hear that you're doing all right with a friend of yours. I am Nip, or Niptun. Pleasure to meet you. Eleanor, pleasure as well. We don't want to bother you for too long. We'll find our own place, but we just wanted to say hi to everyone. Hopefully, we wouldn't be too presumptuous to invite ourselves for dinner, and hopefully see the rest of your crew.
Oh, of course. Are you sure you want to stay in this town, though? I mean, I don't know how long you're going to stay, but...
Well, we want to at least help check in with Thalia and anybody else and provide our services for any planning you might need. Well, myself and Isabella might not be the most helpful in a fight these days. We could definitely plan things and organize movements, as that's what we've been doing to make sure we don't get found by Elias for many years now. And Orion's pretty capable.
Well, now you don't really need to worry about Elias anymore, right?
Yes, we think the remaining people that were loyal to him or so far entrenched in crime and corruption, those ones have either spread out around the country or fled to different countries instead.
Well, if you're talking about coordinated movements, maybe you should take a look over the plan we made for the whole Doors of Death situation.
Oh, I'd love to.
I don't know if we have it down in writing, but Ian might have it somewhere saved.
I'm sure if you don't all have it in your files somewhere, I'm sure Thalia does.
Yeah.
Thalia for
Anyway,
sure does.
if you had any tips, that would be great. I think we did a pretty good job, but you never know.
Of course, of course. Did any of you want help with dinner? I'm a pretty good cook.
Well, we don't have Arya here. She usually does the cooking.
Yeah.
Or Seamus, one of the two.
Or Seamus. And
Don't
Seamus-
worry, my time has come.
Would you like some help?
Oh God.
I will be the cook that we all need.
Oh, no.
Yes, did you want some help though?
Yes, he wants help.
What? You have no faith in me.
I
Yes.
don't have to do the cooking. I can just chop carrots if you like.
No. They have no faith in me, so clearly I need help.
I.
Alright.
Mm,
She goes over and starts prepping whatever.
But
you
hey,
want.
Jeffrey, like, if it's bad, it's not like, you'd know any different, because it's not like you've ever been to a nice restaurant, because you're broke.
We were just at soup.
Yeah, and you've never cooked because you're rich.
oh. I'm gonna sip my drink and be like, "This has been a lovely conversation."
You know what? I like that you tried to roast me for being rich,
Yeah, you
but
don't
I'm
have any
still
skills.
rich. What do you, I beg to differ.
Yeah,
and I'm
tell
about
me how
to
to
show
flame
you.
something real quick.
I mean, if you're rich, can you really beg? Do you know how? She kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder.
Alright, you gotta read it. Alright, you're no longer welcome in this
Under
house.
fire.
I think they all just collectively called you a spoiled brat.
Freaking got him.
I
They're
mean,
just mad because, they're not as rich as me.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure
See,
your
this-
shareholders
this is
really
when I-
love ya.
This is when I wish that we had paper money still, because I could be like, uh-oh, I'm dropping this, but I can't drop virtual credits. Am I old for saying that?
you could print out
Yeah,
some
we're
Monopoly
all
money, I think.
I mean, you've been throwing phones a lot.
No,
Oh,
no,
speaking
Monopoly
of
was
which, I
updated
gotta
to have
go get
credit
one.
cards, so like, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, not Monopoly. What are we talking about?
Loronin? Is that a Canadian one? Is Loronin? Yeah.
Loraden? Yeah.
Lorada.
Lorada, thank you. I'm so sorry.
Or
Ah,
Loradian?
Loradian money used to be
Loradans.
basically multicolored.
I mean, that's neat, I guess.
Mm.
There's a couple small countries that still use physical currency. That we found out. A couple more small towns within the countries.
It's not the same.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are cooking, kind of having any banters and things like that, is there anything specifically you guys are doing?
I will approach Zoe with the juice.
Okay. You go up to the room and she's just kind of sitting on the bed. She doesn't quite hear you. You being naturally stealthy, just kind of jumps, goes ah, and falls off the other side of the bed.
I go to the other side of the bed and just hold out the juice.
She just looks at you.
Athena sent this for you.
Okay. Thanks. You can put it down on the table. She points to
Father
dining
of the
table.
year.
Oh my god.
God damn it. And then he's gonna just stand in the corner and just watch over her.
I will eventually go up
I
there.
have
by
no
the way.
idea of like what she's doing.
She was just like, she gets back up on the bed. She takes a sip of the juice, then looks at you still standing in the corner, just looking at her. And she's just like, gives you like, she's very unnerved and she tries to look away. And then she goes and sits on the other side of the bed so you can't see her.
Are you afraid of me?
Oh, that you're staring. And yeah,
And why is that?
you're scary.
What makes me scary?
I don't know, you're just scary. Aren't you the adult? Aren't you supposed to know?
Just because I'm an adult doesn't mean I know everything.
Athena comes in.
Do I hear those last two words?
It doesn't mean I know everything. Is that what you hear as you kind of enter? You see Cortez just standing in the corner, staring in the direction of Zoe, who's obviously on the other side of the bed.
I'm gonna look to Cortez, and then I'm gonna look to Zoe. Is everything alright in here?
He's scary.
She's so honest.
I love that about her.
Sometimes he can be, yeah.
I'll be heading downstairs then.
Okay. I think Ian is going to attempt to make food tonight since Aria's gone.
She kind of like tilts her head, thinking about it. Okay.
Está bien. I'll be there in case he decides to burn something down.
Ian,
Sounds
roll me
good.
wisdom or intelligence, your choice for cooking.
Nice.
Bad. You know, it's a pretty average.
I have an inspiration.
If you want to use it, you can.
Ha! Fuck you. Telling me I can't cook.
You see that like Cortez comes out of the room and he hears like the faint sizzling, and first he thinks like, oh no. He steps into the kitchen and it smells heavenly. It's like, no, that's actually good smelling. Okay, never mind. He's all good. Mop.
Telling me I don't know how to cook.
Jeffrey, despite your best interests, Ian's cooking something that smells really good. It fits Jeffrey's taste palette, I'm sure too. Just as
No. Ian's like, all right. Jeffrey said I can't cook. I've been flamed. Oh no, this guy, I'm cooking his favorite dish right now.
Yeah, it's smelling
Chili
really good,
dogs.
actually.
Chili dog.
Well, what is
So
Jeffrey's
lean
favorite
over.
dish?
My favorite dish as Jeffrey? I don't know.
Like a burger.
Ian would know
a
this.
quarter-pound burger and fries.
I thought it was a bacon cheeseburger
No, you won't.
with fries as well as like a
But
Coke out of the
I
glass
think we
can.
did this at Soups. Yeah.
You guys don't know because it changes in every 2 months.
Well,
It could be a burger.
Well, we
and the
would
next
know
month it'll
because
be a
last
pizza
night
burger.
Soups made our favorite dishes
Well, that's
for all of
it's
us.
the favorite at the moment because that like as
Yeah,
much
yeah,
as
yeah.
someone says that's my favorite food, it's whatever
No,
you
no,
want
that's
the
what I
most
just
in the
said.
moment.
But we would know it right now because last night Soup made us our favorite dishes. So we would know what his is right now.
Yeah.
What is it for the 2 months?
I think it's just a burger with fries and then maybe like a milkshake root beer float type of deal.
Oh, Jeffrey, how uniform of you.
Most uniform person here. But you see Ian starts making it. You see Isabella helps you make the milkshakes and stuff like that, and it smells really good. So in the
While
meantime-
Cortez is waiting, he's gonna steal a toaster strudel.
So in the meantime, as you guys are, Cortez is toasting that,
Toast the strudel.
and you see that you guys are having your dinner. Eleanor and Isabella also go over as well. That is where we'll end for tonight's session.
Woo! Let's go!
Let's go.
Woo! Kristen, get excited.
I'm cracked at cooking.
Hate is the best
Amazing.
motivator.
At this point, I won't even need to cook
Listen.
anymore. Bless
Favorite
my
moment
precious
goes
life.
to the way that Gustav's legs were kicking out when you were carrying him over to the...
Mine goes to the way
He's dazed
Gustav
'cause he
looks
just
like
woke
he
up.
wishes he was dead right now.
Nice.
Like
Wow.
he's
He
kind of
just woke up. He's so loopy.
yeah.
But
He's
I
kinda-
love you.
He's kind of.
But you adults know everything. I don't know emotions. I don't know everything.
Nice.
I really liked that quote because it's just realistic. Like it's teaching her a pretty valuable lesson early.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have a bit of a talk with her.
For sure.
I'm gonna try to work this out with her.
But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for playing.
Heck
Thank you
yeah.
guys so much for watching. Make sure to go check out Chapter 4, Episode 4 of the comic. And
Yeah!
and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye.
bye.